look at us! Oh my gosh, there's people on the bottom of the screen. Back after a month. First of all, thank you again to our illustrious cleric, Ulrin, who DM'd a wonderful game for us. Yay! Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. That was fun. We're going to have to revisit that at some point, because who killed the old lady? I'm like, I need to know now. I need to know what's going on.
What mind control worker was it?
Who did it?
Train murder happens all the time.
It's fine. This is how we test our new railroads. It's a murder. We guarantee it. So that was great. Thank you for that. We are back, though, with the... You guys are going to come up with a different name at some point, I'm assuming?
Nah.
No? You're sticking the STDs? Okay. All right. We're back with the STDs. Oh, my God. And a lot has happened, actually, while we were on break. Not only did we play in a game of Deadlands, but we did some separate sessions as the party at the end of the last game landed in Iman, and have been staying at what is left of Alora's tower, slowly being rebuilt. And just, they find themselves in a weird space. So, everyone played separate games, except for Neuraxis and Hazel. They actually did a session together. So you guys can, in true Vox Machina style, after they were on a year break, we only took a month off, you guys can divulge what you would like at the beginning. You can not divulge things. The players have seen the videos, except for Neuraxis and Hazel's, which did not record properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. So it's up to you guys. If you want to just very briefly, we can go down the line by what we see there on the bottom of the screen. You guys can talk about what you would like, and then we are going to start out on the eve of the festival. So keep that in mind, because I have no good terminology for that. 2 nights before.
The eve of the eve.
The eve of the eve, yep. The night before the beginning of the festival. Because you guys will have some correspondence to deal with from there. So, Ulrin, do you want to talk about anything that you did on your first week in Iman?
Is this like slumber party style?
Yeah, you guys can totally do that. If you want, like, one night you're just sitting around the table, you can totally do that.
Are we actually doing a slumber party?
That is totally up to you guys. Sure.
So should I just wait for the night of the night of the night of?
Yeah, if you want to. We can do that. Sure. Yeah, if you want to start there, let's do that. So you guys have been largely separate. Some of you have met up for meals when you could, but you all pretty much went about your business for the first several days. And now you are, if the festival starts on a Monday, you're on a Saturday night at this point. Right before the festival. Tirax did come with you to Iman, but he largely departed to go also do his own thing. And he did leave you all a note saying, I will meet up with you at the opening ceremony type of thing that is planned on Monday afternoon. They've built this big stage in the middle of the central district because the cloud top is still largely in a state of destruction, because that's where Thordak had sat, that asshole. And so they've built this stage. There's going to be an opening ceremony. There's going to be a statue reveal. And he has asked to meet you all there. So you are in the tower if you would like to meet there, or if you want to meet somewhere else, you can do that. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I guess like one dinner when everyone gets back in from their various bits and pieces.
Okay. All right. So you meet for dinner. Alora is nowhere to be found. Kima's not anywhere found. She did leave you a note, Neuraxis, letting you know that the area she had talked to you about has been secured. You have one night of your choosing and one night only. And if you need to cart materials or supplies there, you're probably on your own.
Yeah.
But she has secured the site, and she's left you a location. It is on just outside this upper part of Iman, where you can see the ping on the map. It's an old fort that still is used for training grounds, but it's going to be not in use right now because of the festival.
Yep, that'll work.
She also left you a little postscript at the bottom of the note saying you owe me 100 gold.
Actually, I think I have that.
So you guys are in the tower.
Yeah,
Dinner
that's fine.
is served, and you guys are all meeting back up now at this point.
Alright.
Come on then, Ulrin, where have you been?
What's up?
Just going around and visiting some people I knew and working a little bit, doing some crafting. Oh, Alicia, I'm made these for you.
Oh my god!
Yeah, take the bracers out of the bag and hand them to her.
Thank you. What do they do? Are they protective of some sort?
I tried to make them as protective as possible. I think they are.
I can't wait to try them.
enchantment?
You don't sound very sure.
Would I know the enchantment DM, or would I just be like, ah?
Yeah,
Okay.
You after
Well, I mean,
considering
you
the fact
made
that
them.
you made
I-
them, right? Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was just like they're enchanted. I think.
That sounds
I'm not sure they
dangerous.
weren't great to test them on you.
Yeah, this is the first time that you've really made something of this level of power. Putting them to the test somehow might not be a bad idea. But considering testing that also includes probably hitting her.
Yeah.
You can try.
Yeah.
Sure.
You could certainly try.
Certainly try.
You could just try to
I am
whiff
sure.
at her, but you know.
So.
Yeah, I take them on immediately when I get them, just like over the robe or something.
Yeah, I think they take attunement. I don't remember.
I take them on at the beginning of this conversation, and then they go into during dinner.
So, after dinner, you want one of us to try and stab you? Is that the?
Yes. You still have
Okay.
very high probability of hitting me, but
Do we have the picture? Can we show the picture? Do you want to show the picture?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
They look so pretty.
Oh
They
yeah,
are.
the-
They're great. They're
I didn't get to color them because I haven't had time.
Alright, they're dark gray
That's
leather
okay.
with blue etching on them, Elysia. They're
yay,
gorgeous. Yeah, look at
They're
that shit.
gorgeous. They're awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Both
intense.
me and Alicia loves them.
Oh wow.
the
I didn't see with all the
Yeah.
little symbols.
And I'll add them to my inventory and the AC. Which
I
is
put all
really
the
useful.
words on there,
That's intense.
and I translated
That's
Dwarvish, and now I know some basic Dwarvish letters.
Yeah.
Now I feel even more nerdy. It's great.
Yay.
Oh.
All the nerdy. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, they're gorgeous. The leather is supple. He has clearly put... It's not surprising for Ulrin, but he has clearly put a lot of care and thought into these bracers for you, Elysia.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to try them on. Or
Well,
try to get...
you're
I can't wait to get hit. It's not that I'm saying. But
I'll try
I am
not
excited
to
to not
get
get
hit. That's
hit.
the point of the
Exactly.
bracers.
Yeah,
I don't want you to get hit anymore.
let's hope.
They give a +2 to armor class.
He rolled very
I added-
high on that.
Yeah.
I added that.
I
to
was
my
very
AC now.
surprised because I was like, ooh.
It was DC 20 to up the AC, and he rolled a 21.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Out the gate, it was gonna be tough. So that was pretty cool.
My AC is now 15.
Yes.
Woohoo!
You're not a super squishy wizard.
Yay!
Well, 15 is really nice for a wizard, actually.
For a
yeah.
wizard, it's really nice.
So what did you guys do?
New guy, what do you do?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think I did? I went around all the taverns and made myself known with my music.
Of course you did. You went drinking. Why am I not surprised?
I didn't say I was drinking, but that's kind of a given.
What instrument do you play?
Well, I I have my sass on my back. I take it out, put it on the table, or I'm assuming we're at the table.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who may not know, a sass is like this guitar with the smaller guitar part and the longer neck. It's from Turkey.
It looks fancy. Can I touch it?
Oh, sure.
I touch it. Make it back in my seat.
And oh, hold on. Can we make that picture bigger? Make it bigger. There we go.
There you go.
Hey.
That's what it looks like.
Ooh.
It's all purple with big goldenish spikes. And it's probably heavier than you'd expect.
Is it reinforced? I can't remember.
Oh, hell yes.
Wait,
I think we agreed it was even magically reinforced, and I
do you hit people
didn't
with
get
that
any
amount?
magical thing.
What the,
Well, I mean,
what's all the spikes for?
it's decorative, really. Don't worry about it.
I think they're supposed to look cool.
Exactly.
Surely that's just impractical when you...
It's not impractical at all. See, I have studs in my outfit, so I put them on my sass too.
That's not better. I will never understand music.
Oh, don't worry, lots of bards don't understand it either.
Some shade. Some bard shade right there. I love
Bard
it.
shade, yeah.
It is. I love it. All right, we can move him. Boop.
Yeah, you can remove him. Yeah,
All right.
just wanted to show the instrument.
Okay.
What did you
servant-
do, Eliza?
I read. Surprisingly. I
Good
now
books.
I've read books. I learned a new spell. I can now cast shield on myself. It also ups my AC.
Yay!
I'm now even harder to hit.
You're gonna be like AC 20 with that.
No AC. Yeah, it is AC Tony.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Around, yeah.
Forgot.
Holy shit.
So
I
plus
can't hurt.
5 for a round, I
Yeah,
think.
+5. Yeah,
Mhm.
for a round. So that's good. And I went to the Lyceum, and I met a very cool water genasi there. That I hope I'll meet again at the festival. Perhaps I can introduce you guys to them. That was basically it. I have just been reading and been freaking out over everything. So,
Yeah.
normal.
At this point, a servant comes in and sees all of you sitting around talking and eating and says, wine or ale? Would anyone prefer a heartier drink at this point?
Ale.
Ale.
Ale? Alright. Wine? Preference?
Looks at the dwarves, then
ale.
looks at Hazel. Ale.
So, alright, 4 ales and some wine. The ale comes in its own cups. Would you prefer a glass of wine or a bottle?
Extra sweet wine in a glass, please.
Of course.
Not like that was a leading question or anything. I mostly just wanted to see what she'd do.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, yes, not a problem, right away, and just runs off.
Thank you.
Comes back after a couple of minutes, 4 big tankards of ale, and a really gorgeous glass chalice of a deep purple-red wine. This is the sweetest we have. It comes from casks that were deep in the cellars, so the attack did not destroy them, thankfully. But it is quite delicious, if I may say so myself. And I hope you all enjoy. And the servant leaves again.
Yay.
Yay. Drink
Has
up.
he been here all week? I did...
No, I haven't been here all week.
Yeah.
I've had my nose stuck in books, so I have no idea.
You know, I
making
just
my own
realized
food.
that
I
the
didn't know
Rust
that was
Tower
help.
is not on the map. I'm slightly disappointed.
It's not. It's kind of because the crater was here.
Yeah.
And so her tower would have probably been on this corner.
Oh,
It's
right.
very close to the crater because it got hit by Voragol.
Right.
It, and then so they've got a couple of floors built by now, especially after a year. But you can see that there's some care being taken in what they're doing, trying to rebuild it and fortify it in a way that it might actually be able to withstand another attack and not crush people when it falls. So yeah,
That's important.
Yeah. What else would you guys like to? Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I suddenly remembered something. You guys remember that creepy skin thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I figure out what it does.
Yeah.
If you wear it or have it on you or like close your skin, it will give you a +1 to AC and saving throws. Which means I'm not touching it, and I think I gave it to Alora.
What,
I took that one.
why are you giving away our stuff?
I gave away I didn't give away that thing. That don't even have, but I gave away the book.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You gave away the what?
Uh-oh.
Which
It
book?
is scary as hell.
Not the Shadow book, the other book, right?
No, the Necromancer's book. The Shadow book is ours. The Shadow book is ours.
Why do people keep taking our things? I hate this city.
Does anyone want the skin? Because I might like it otherwise.
I mean, yeah, I prefer not getting stabbed if that's an option.
The AC is nice, but I also like the +1 to saving throws. That might come in handy.
She just puts the skin on the table and just like,
nice!
Come on,
She grabs it. There's no hesitation with Hazel. She just grabs it and puts it in her shirt or something.
Just carry that thing to dinner. What is?
I'm sorry, I you won't even know it's there. It's okay. It's just a piece of skin.
It is flayed human skin, so you're aware. It's probably like a dress on you. It's huge compared to the tiny halfling form. It does
it's a big skin though?
Yeah. I mean, this was a large humanoid creature.
Oh, I imagine it was like such a little thing that kept crawling around. I was imagining it was like a whole huge thing.
I thought it was like the hand from the Addams Family.
wow.
Like
Yeah,
thing
basically.
flying around, not like a whole person.
Yeah.
This is like a whole sheet of just like a thin person walking around.
That has got to be
Okay, that's
That's
flaying.
even worse.
That they got it
Yeah.
in one piece. It's like
That's pretty good, actually.
yeah.
that's
I
some
imagine
good
it's
practice. Yeah, like
Okay.
how did you learn to do that? Or maybe I don't want to.
So it's a +1 to AC. Oh my god. And a +1 to saving throws you're proficient in.
Okay.
So, not a +1 to all saving throws, just the one
No.
you're proficient in.
Got it.
That is so creepy though.
She had
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It has to be touching your skin. It
Oh.
cannot be under armor. It can't be between layers of cloth. It has to be physically against your body.
Okay. I'll go
So-
to my room later and like I don't know.
So you got
Wrap it
human
around.
skin underclothes now.
Basically.
This is so creepy and disgusting.
Yeah, like,
Necromancer.
But
And
I
it's like-
wanted +1 to wisdom saving throw.
but it's like twice your
Wow.
size because you're a little person. So it's like,
Oh.
You could technically fold it up if you wanted to do that, and still.
Yeah, I can just like fold it up and
There you
like
go.
a
kind of
belt.
put it
Just
underneath
tie it like
my
a
clothes
cinch.
somehow. Yeah, kind of wear like a belt underneath my armor or something.
All right. Well,
Now,
Hazel gets
the
the
DM is
creepy award
face palming, but
So-
she's the one who put the
And
item in the
+1 AC,
DM.
right?
Yeah.
So,
I wasn't sure what you guys would do with it. I wasn't sure if you'd even find it. So, because it was under her robes. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fair.
So.
I mean,
I just couldn't read my notes. That's why I suddenly remembered it because I was like, "What have I written here?"
What are
Like-
like human skin?
No, I written skin, but I write so terribly I couldn't see what it was. Like skim? What?
Semi-skinned human. That's not.
This K looked
I
like
mean,
a
unless we want to look for like the family of the former owner or
No,
something.
no.
Here. There's probably not gonna be any other use for it, really. So I'll take it.
There
And plus one
was
is
just like a
right.
line of stink face down. I love it.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Cool. All right. Yes, I know I put it in the game, but hey. You know,
Yes.
I know.
That's-
I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
While this human flayed skin is out, I have my back turned and I'm digging in the bag of holding and getting out the however many fucking silver arrows I made over every night of Channel Divinity.
Oh boy.
Would have been. It was what 10 a night.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you muted? What's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah, sorry.
It would have been 10 a night, except for the night you were exhausted.
Yes, except for the night that which I'll get to that too. 'Cause that's still on my mind. Okay, so 14, 10... So 120 silvered arrows.
Whoa.
Yep.
And
What are you expecting to attack us? That's like a huge pile of.
I just made silver arrows because they hurt magic things.
Can I have some?
Yeah, no, I take them out and like set them on the table, and I kind of like while Hazel is putting her human skin suit on, I just kind of like push them over towards her.
Is that actually what you have them for in case we have to kill Hazel? It's just...
It is a very
Punch
wise
you across.
Well, it's just wearing human skin now.
Didn't
Who
think
knows
of
when
that.
this madness gonna
But-
stop?
Just short little monster in a human skin suit.
Oh,
These are very nicely made. You're so talented, Oren.
Oh, thank you.
that'd be less creepy if you weren't wearing a person.
Yeah.
And I'll take 60 now and give 60 back to you, okay?
Okay. I was about to say some can stay in the bag. We don't have to
Yeah.
just haul all of them around.
I don't think you have a big enough bandolier for that nonsense. That's just like, look, I made armor out of arrows.
Arrow armor.
Amazing. There you go.
Then I'll also take out the stone. The hilarious knocking stone. And I'll just set it on the table, and I'll say, so I think that this is like a portal or something to a storefront that we can use, possibly.
Storefront.
Yeah, like a general store kind of place.
In a stone.
I'll write that.
Are you in the habit of walking through magic doors without warning anyone?
Well,
What if you got lost?
I was a
You
wee
have a
drunk
bag
at
with
the
all of my
time,
stuff in.
and I'd been at the bar. I'd been chased. No, not chased. Some hooded figure was like leading me through alleys.
Hooded figure led you to Alice too.
With
What-
black clothing?
Yes.
How drunk were you all?
Did
I
they?
wasn't drunk.
A little.
I wasn't drunk. I don't. Did you leave a? Did they leave a note saying they will see us at the festival?
Yeah. To me.
Yeah.
Oh,
To me too.
In the alley. After I chased them in plate
Right.
armor.
I seriously considered mind spiking them, but I didn't, which I regret.
I was just.
Yeah, I saw one too, and I was just like, you can come down and talk if you want, but it just left, so. Yeah.
I didn't see this person.
What about you, Hazel? What did you?
my person gave me some really important information about something I was meaning to talk to you about after the festival. I have some place I would really like to go if that's okay.
Oh, you too, huh?
It would be nice if you could come with me, but if not, I'll go there alone. But there's some place really important that I have to go after we're done here.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you, what are you guys' plans after this?
Well,
We can-
about that. So, we went to see Leora and Atian.
How are they?
They're doing really good. Leora is
Cuddly.
studying at the Lyceum to join the Lyceum. She's studying at the library for the entrance exams.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see her there, but yeah.
I have
Carries
no idea
knives
who that
now.
is, but good for her.
But yeah,
They also have chickens.
yeah. They're staying with their friend who's a blacksmith, and you know the new axe, and he like appears it at the dinner table, then realizes put it and disappears it again. It belongs to a hero that's buried near Craghammer. That's a red knight, I think. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen things at least 3 times this week, and I don't know if it's just because I'm tired.
Would I know what a red knight is?
Make it-
Would I know whatever night is?
Yeah.
Would I know what a red knight is?
Okay, alright.
God,
Calm
alright.
down. Calm your ass
Stop
down.
copying me.
Anybody who was not Hazel, you overheard that conversation though, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So all of you, except Neuraxis, because he had his chance at this, can make history
Yeah.
checks.
History.
17.
17.
14.
Okay.
11.
11.
Six.
Okay. Elysia, Red
After a
Knight
great start.
rings a bell. Given your knowledge bank and how much you have consumed reading-wise over the years. Yeah, folk hero, big hero, fought a bunch of monsters in the Underdark many years ago, but it's gotten to the point where, like a lot of great stories do, where truth and legend start to twist. And finding fact within that story, it's almost that story now that people tell around the campfire. One of those types of things. So you've definitely heard of it, but you're not sure how accurate the retellings are at this point.
He was a folk hero back, and he fought a lot of the creatures in the Underdark.
You do know
I've
it was
read
a
about
woman.
a woman, yeah.
It was a woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Half-orc lady. There are a lot of undead.
Yeah. The problem is that a lot of the stories are mixed with the legends, so we don't really have a lot of facts. We don't know what was original and what was mixed in, like, story-wise by people who just exaggerated the stories. So I don't really have that much information about them, her, but
That's okay.
Library.
I do need your help in the library.
I'll help
over
you
next
in the
couple of
library.
days. I'm not fully up on the etiquette of.
When in doubt, go to the library.
Nice.
This librarian loves you.
And I love librarians.
Yay!
Oh, and
No,
What-
as this conversation is going on, you hear. Yeah,
Does anybody else hear it?
yeah.
Everybody else hears it?
You're just in proximity of the bag of holding.
Neuraxis thinks it's the ale and goes and opens the door.
Oh wait, is this is the stone on the table or is it in the bag?
I put it on the table.
Okay, then you all clearly see this thing like shake on
Oh,
the table,
thank God.
and then it starts smoking again.
What in the hells?
Is it supposed to do that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It did
What
that.
do you mean you opened it?
I was
What did you do?
I was
Anyone there?
I was drinking. I was smithing all day.
What?
I was tired. I don't know. I did like the little thing that magic users do.
Can I have a
Oh,
look at
no.
it?
Yeah. Alicia, you go to pick it up,
Arcana?
and the rune on it changes to the draconic rune that you know for welcome.
It says welcome, so
Oh, it's open.
I wish I could read Draconic.
I can't, but I'm guessing. I can't read Draconic, but I'm thinking because I studied magic, I know
Yeah.
that rune.
And
Yeah.
runes are rooted in draconic.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah.
yeah, and Naraxis clearly can recognize
Yeah.
this too.
Well,
Everybody just knows what
Can
it
I-
is now.
Can I try and open it?
Yeah.
Like, start
Should
opening it.
we? I don't.
Yeah, it's alright.
Just make a
It's a nice
basic
lady.
Arcana check, Alicia.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
that's a 10.
Can I open it after she
It's
tries?
not bad.
You can, yeah. You can do the thing that you did before with the little open, like whatever that works for you. As theatrical
open
as you would like.
sesame.
Pretty much, yes. And the stone falls to the floor, and this blue silver doorway opens up in front of you. On the table. Well, no, on the floor. Sorry, beside Ulrich. I was trying to think of placement.
Alright. There you go.
Do I have time to put my armor on? Is this like a now problem?
Don't think you
come
need armor.
to dinner in your armor?
No, he's in his like
Okay.
the big robe he's been wearing all
Oh,
week.
okay. That's right.
I'm in my armor.
Howard's like,
No problem.
I made it. It's beautiful.
There you go.
So I'm gonna wear it.
Good point.
I mean,
I don't-
you
it's-
can if you want. That's totally. The doorway's just there.
I have a tail. It's not comfortable to wear armor all the time.
Don't need armor. It's just an old man and some lady.
Let's
Well, you
hope.
can
An
go
old
first
man in
then.
a box too. It's really weird.
Let's go in.
Alright, I'm curious now. I walk in.
I'll walk in too.
Follow if everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone goes in. You get a little shiver of energy when you walk through the door, and Ulrin, what you previously saw when his face was just like this through the doorway, which is one of my favorite pictures ever. You guys see the strangest curiosities shop. There's just stuff on every surface. There are shelves and shelves of items, but directly in front of you is a glass box with a very elderly gnome man, bald on top, big shock of white hair around his head, huge handlebar mustache, and he waves at all of you. Welcome to the tabernacle!
Hello.
Hello!
Hi.
Are you here for
Hi.
our grand opening?
Yeah.
And you guys do see up above you, and on pretty much every surface, are banners that are hanging down, all colors, and they say grand reopening, 200 years of business to sell you the best items from across the plains.
Quick question. Are there others of those entrance stones? Because if there's just the one, it's not going to be that grand of an opening, I'm afraid.
Are you talking to the guy in the box?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. People who have access to the portal are always welcome in the tabernacle.
Right.
I think he's broken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see
Welcome to
some
the
sort of like,
tabernacle.
yeah, can I see some sort of magic recording stuff?
And you can do an Arcana check.
Arcana check
Sure.
on this
I knock on the
person?
box.
Yeah, I was also gonna say I'm tapping on the glass.
Knock, knock.
That is my second 3 in a row, so 10.
No, the dice are faded.
Wow.
I mean,
I think
he seems
was a
to
different
be,
die.
given what you know, he seems to be suspended. That's definitely not a manifestation. It's a
More,
person.
more like an image? Or.
No, it's an actual being.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a being. And then from around the corner, Ulrin, you see the same gnome woman, short blonde hair, kind of cropped below the ears, very friendly looking. She's probably middle-aged gnome woman. She sees you, Ulrin, and then sees the rest of them, and she says, "You told me they weren't going to wreck my shop."
Don't
Are we gonna
believe they
wreck
will. Guys,
Good.
don't wreck the shop.
Here I am knocking in the box, and I'm like, "Hi."
Don't do it.
He doesn't care. I mean, he's been dead for 300 years, so.
Oh, that
I'm
explains
sorry, what?
everything.
Oh,
Wait, what?
That's my dad. His last wish was to be always in his store, so we suspended him. I suspended him. My brother will say he suspended him too, but he's whatever. Yeah. He wanted to always be watching over his shop. This was his wish, so this is what we did.
that's lovely.
Well, we tried.
That
I
sounds
mean,
like some necromancy bullshit.
Uh-oh.
She says, I'm just like,
Not really. I mean, we just did what he asked. He's not alive, per se. It's not like we brought him back to life. It's just a tiny, tiny piece of who he was. So it was either that or give him a gnome burial, and... Have you ever been to a gnome burial? It's like... It's weird.
I'm a gnome, so yes, I've been to a gnome burial.
It's weird, right? Like, the traditional
Yeah, it's
stuff
weird.
is really weird.
Yeah, it's odd.
He didn't like it, so this is what we did. Well, welcome to Tabernacle's Global Emporium. This is our grand
Oh yeah,
opening.
we've heard that line a few times already. Thank you.
Yeah, from... I just pointed at the box again.
Yeah, my dad. Tabernacle. Yeah. We just opened, so you guys are the first customers. Everything in the store is for sale except the furnishings. And that.
Right.
And she points at this, and you guys see it now as you look over, well, over her head for the most part. Over the main shop counter off to kind of the left is a humongous, gorgeous mobile of silently and slowly rotating discs that they just kind of rotate in an orbit. That stays, but everything else is fair game.
So, like I was asking Dad in the box there, are there other stones that let people in? Because, I mean, he's got the one.
Oh, no, that's fair. No, there are other stones. They've largely been passed down through families. Sometimes people don't realize what they have. I'm guessing that's how you guys all got here.
Are they all gonna start moving around?
Oh, that's just our test. That's how we make sure that the stones are still active. And that way, if one stone doesn't respond, then we know to write that off the list.
Oh.
So it's kind of our alert system that we use.
I was a bit concerned with your grand opening thing because, you know, might not be so grand if there's just a few of us here. Yeah.
True. That's true. But more people will certainly stumble in at some point. So,
All right, great.
We close down every 10 years, so...
And how do you afford to...
It's a trader system that my dad set up a long time ago. So... Yeah, I trying to explain it's difficult. She bustles back behind the shop counter and leans her... you see her, she disappears for a second because the counter's really high. And then you see her step up, and then up again, and then there she is behind the counter. Okay, so...
There's little stairs behind.
Feel free to look around. Yeah, kind of... Feel free to look around. Arms, armor, weirdness, potions, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I've already started wandering the shelves,
Okay.
just looking at things. Anything that looks fun.
Yeah, anyone that wants to wander and look around, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Alicia's looking around, but suspiciously. Like, she doesn't trust anything right now.
Well, Volcar doesn't really have much gold and doesn't have anything to trade or sell, so he's just gonna wander around looking at stuff.
Okay.
Curious.
Investigation?
Maybe some window shopping of musical instruments.
There you go. There are a few on the walls. Traditional looking flutes, lyres, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Math.
17, 12,
20.
23!
Jeez.
Holy
I rolled a-
balls.
Fine.
I rolled a
You find
16
all
for
the good
one.
stuff.
Okay. All right. So let's start with you, Alicia. You do find. I have a huge list, so let me pull this stuff out. You do find a couple of things on a. Come on, there we go. On a table, kind of just a round side table, really pretty wood. You do find a wand that looks like it's made out of metal. That has just a little bit of a glow at the end, but it's on a stand by itself. And you do find... No, stop that. Don't do it. Doggone it. You do also find beside that a interesting looking statue, about yay big, so probably 4 inches or so, of an owl, but it has gears and clockwork pieces to it.
What?
Want it? I want it!
I saw it first. I actually didn't see it.
I saw it first!
I'm probably not even there, but damn it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it
sure
looks so
Lisa
bad.
saw it first.
I went for myself, like real life person, but
Damn it.
It's interesting looking. So, which one do you want to? Ellie sees you kind of looking at both of those. She goes, "Oh, those are fun. Yeah, bring those over here, and I can show you what they do."
please. Alicia takes them and just brings them up to the counter.
Okay.
And it's Ulrin close by. I think
I don't
is.
know.
I'm
Were you?
gonna whisper to him. I don't have any money left. Can you?
I mean, I got a
I have 10 gold.
I got a 12, so I don't think I wandered too far.
You just stand in the middle of the shop, like.
I don't know what, like, it's a lot of it's just like, oh, this isn't weapons, that's not armor, this shields.
You do spot a couple shields on a wall,
Ooh.
just from your vantage point.
I mean, I got a 4, so I'm like, okay, there's musical instruments there, and there's junk here and stuff there, and
Yeah, there's a table just overflowing with blank parchment. There's an entire wall of clocks, which is strange.
yeah.
There's a whole section of just weird knick-knack looking things. It's just cram-packed full of things. So, Alicia, you take both this owl and this wand over.
Ubo!
And... Alright, so, Ellie, the shop owner, this gnome woman, picks up the wand and she goes... I like this one. It came to me from a trader from, I think it was Ankarel, brought that to me the last time we shut down. Most people think it's a wand and they don't bother with it. They're like, oh, it's fancy. It's just a wand. It does this thing. Pick it up, though. Check this out.
I
Okay.
pick it up.
Pick it up. It's very lightweight. It weighs almost nothing. And she says, so what this does, it actually lets you point it at someone either your size or smaller within 100 feet of you, and you swap places.
So I'm guessing Ulrin is Ulrin the same size as me? Does
Yes.
he count as small?
Not
We
more
call it
than
medium.
aren't they? Yeah.
Medium.
Medium. Oh no,
I'm a big boy.
I am small, so no. I think Hazel is the only one down here. Or the shopkeeper, of course.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it to the shopkeeper.
Well, so there's a... So if it's a willing creature, it just happens. If it's an unwilling creature, they have to succeed on a con save.
Haha, I'm gonna try.
She is willing to because it's funny. So you point it at her and she's like, all right. And you guys, in a flash of light, swap places. And she's like, I told you.
Nice.
Oh,
You're the
does-
shopkeeper now.
It's just, I mean, it's
I'm a
not going to be
shopkeeper.
good for another 8 hours, but yeah.
That's okay. Will is it only like people like me who are trained in the arcane arts that can do this, or can anyone use this thing?
No, not anybody. You got to attune to it. So
Yeah.
someone with an arcana proficiency, that would be the way to do it. Yeah, it's been sitting around for a while. I think you'd deal on it. Always need
Does
more
anyone
space.
else in this group have arcane ability, proficiency in arcane arts? So it will be only me.
Well, I mean, is bard magic still considered arcane?
Yeah, but
it is.
proficient.
Skill,
Are you
though.
proficient?
Oh,
Oh, you mean
If you're
okay,
proficient
proficient
in
in the
skill.
skill. I
I
thought
am
you meant like spell casting
You are.
ability.
You
No.
are. You're proficient.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Yep. So
okay, then 2
Either
canoes
way,
at least. That was
Mhm.
most of it. It was only me when it would be that useful because I could switch places with Hazel in this group, and that would be probably it.
so
What
I
is the-
mean, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Alicia goes down the steps and just stands back to where she was.
Okay.
What is the other thing you do?
Yeah. I can't really imagine you wanting to swap places with Hazel. Because you'll be in the back and she'll be in the front.
Usually
Not at
Hazel's
all.
up in the shit. Yeah.
I mean, unless everything goes wrong and you're being murdered, and then you suddenly swap with the scary
Yeah.
wolf.
Yeah.
person.
It's okay, you have such an high AC now.
Also,
That's true.
I have 3 things that I'm attuned to right now, so I wouldn't trade my wand of spellcast.
yeah.
No, War Mage.
The
I
War
wouldn't
Mage
trade that
wand,
because
yep.
it's
True,
better
true.
for me at least.
She gets back up her stairs and comes over. She goes, okay, no worries, no worries. Puts the wand off to the side. She says, so this is actually kind of a cool item. I got this from a trader, a roaming trader who brought it back from a small gnome community outside of Westron, where they make clockwork stuff. And it looks like decoration, but... And she hits a button on the... She goes, this is just the test. You have to attune to it. She hits a button on the back of it, and the wings pop out. And she goes, you can store a spell in this. So it holds on to a spell that you don't necessarily have to have it, in your brain, have it memorized, but you have to know it. And once a day, you can put a spell into it. So I call it a living grimoire. Doesn't really live. I mean, clearly, and she knocks on it. It's metal. So the only kicker, what turns people off of this thing is you have to wear it on your head.
It's so cute, though!
I mean, it is cute. I can put it on a headband for you if you want.
Again, does it requires proficiency in Arcana
Yes.
I don't
and attunement?
It
so it's
gives
like,
your Arcana checks advantage too.
yeah. But it's like
How big
I
is
have
it?
But it's a bird that you put on your head.
About 4 inches.
yeah, but I have 3 things attuned at the moment, and that's the one of the War Mage, which is important. The Cloak of Protection, which is also really important, and the bracers.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like AC and spellcasting, which is
You don't necessarily need the cloak and the braces now you've got shield, in theory.
the
You're still a
theory,
really
yes.
well-armoured wizard.
Yeah, I want the bracers though.
And I also really don't need it because I don't prepare spells anyway.
I prepare spells, but I have the feat that lets me, if I have a spell that I need, I can switch it, but
Alright, you can swap them.
I can swap them once a day. But I need to look at the Cloak of Protection first to see what
Yeah.
I am. Well, yeah, it also, the Cloak of Protection is giving me +1 to saving throws, which is important.
Yeah, very important.
So it's
All
like,
right. He'll be here.
It's
I'm
like
sure.
it's like my piece of skin.
yeah.
But y'all are so cute.
I love that I've creeped everybody out with that. That makes me so happy. I
I just love how everyone is creeped out except Hazel.
I got it.
Hazel
Wear
just
it.
don't care.
Who's wearing it like an oversized
Oh,
pajamas?
God.
Like a
What
little
is
kid in
I've seen much
pajamas.
worse shit.
Oh, it's a onesie made of another person.
It's like footy pajamas.
It's
Like a little
one
kid.
person's.
Pulls it up
Kigurumi?
like a hood. She's just in the mouth.
A human Kigurumi, guys.
There's a hood where ears on the sun.
Yeah.
That's nasty. Wow.
Oh,
I didn't go
no.
that bad now.
Okay.
Give me some credit. She's like, it's alright, he'll be here. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Let me look at your guys' checks here. Again, Lauren and Neuraxis. Sorry, I gotta look through my list. Neuraxis, you spot on a table full of, it looks like not the best made jewelry. You do spot a ring that has a skull stamped in the front of it.
Ooh.
That looks like it's worth a little bit. And then, Ulrin, you do spot a shield on the wall, very finely carved, and it has a face carved in the middle of it. Like almost not a demon face, but it's certainly not humanoid. It's got big eyes and sharp teeth.
Yeah, I would definitely take a look at the ring.
Okay.
That's like...
Yeah, you can, Ellie will actually get down from her stool when she sees that you guys are getting the impression that she knows absolutely everything about every item in here. So, because she just can rattle it off like an encyclopedia. So like, oh yeah,
It's been 200
that's,
years, so.
right. So I actually made that. I can only make one about every 50 years if I'm lucky, and the last time I made one, it got lost. So I don't know where that's at. Or maybe I lost the mold. Doesn't matter. I have one now. So this is called the Ring of Rage. And it grants you the rage, some of the rage features of a barbarian. Not all of them. So you like fly into a frothing rage, your eyes go red, you roar really loudly. There are some advantages and disadvantages to it.
My eyes are red.
Well, then maybe they go like super red. I don't know. Just don't do me a favor. Don't put it on, because if you go into a rage and you wreck my shop, I will kick all of you out of here.
You put it on and you put the rage right away?
No, you have to activate it, but
Oh, okay.
no offense, I don't know any of you, so.
He's like holding it in two fingers, like, I don't know about...
I can tell you the full list if you want. You want to know what it does?
Sure.
Okay.
Please.
So you get advantages on strength checks and strength saves. Adds a +2 to any melee attacks using strength. Rage for a minute. Disadvantage, the rage ends, of course, if you haven't taken damage or make an attack on a hostile creature since your last turn. Can't cast spells while you're frothing mad. And it requires a wisdom save at the beginning of your turn while your rage is active. If you fail, you attack anything in reach.
What happens if Hazel wears it? And
I already have most of the
Disadvantage?
features it has.
Yeah.
Like,
But
I also automatically fail on my bloodlust saving throw if I'm raging, so
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
wanna
Yep.
stay away from that.
This is very tempting, but also very dangerous.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like...
What do you think about it? I mean,
Yeah, that'd be...
sure. Yeah. I tell you what, just and she holds her hand out for the ring. Just let me hold on to. I'll put it behind the counter.
Yeah.
Okay. While you think about it, you look around. No worries. Ulrin, the shield. Yeah, it does. It has this lion-like, not quite face on the front of it. It's definitely a tower shield. So it's a big thing. Yeah.
Can I see what it does, or see if I can tell
Yeah.
what it does?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
ask the shopkeeper.
Yeah,
Before I
she,
take it up there?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she actually, if you call for her, she'll come over. She goes, "That is the shield of alarm. Finely carved, pristine leather, blah 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 blah. What you really want to know?" Pardon me. So the face on the front isn't just for decoration. It actually will sound an alarm when it senses an enemy. So it's useful, but the problem is that the last guy who brought it back, he found it annoying. I really, really, really told him not to go to the 9 hells because there's hostile creatures everywhere. And he took this thing into the 9 hells and it immediately started yelling. And then he got mad about it and brought it back. And I kept telling him, there are enemies everywhere, so he's a fool. But it's an interesting piece. You certainly aren't going to be able to sneak with it. And she kind of looks and she goes, I'm guessing you probably can't sneak anyways. So, okay. I mean, it does. It will, yell if there's something bad coming your way.
Do I have to attune to it, or?
Nope.
So, okay.
Is it gonna yell even if it's not like on your arm?
Unless you put it in another dimension like a bag of holding.
So you can
So we
just
could like set camp, put
So
it
it's-
like
it's-
against the tree or something. It's gonna own that.
That's actually
So
been
it's a
That's actually
security
pretty
system.
good.
kind of. It's actually that's
Yeah.
actually a popular use for it. We've had a couple of these kind of float through the shop over the years. I actually had a group of adventurers a long time ago that they wanted a security system, and they would like stick it in the ground when they would make camp, and yeah, it would yell when anything bad came around.
All right.
Does
And if for some reason we don't want it to yell, well, bag of holding,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Does the danger have to come from the front, or can it come from behind?
It senses it within 100-foot radius.
Okay, yeah.
This is good.
Yeah.
That could be really useful.
You want me to put it behind the counter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it behind the counter. Everything, the prices here are negotiable, so
All right.
we can get to that. And she picks it up.
We're
It's
good
bigger
at
than
that.
her. So
We're
she
really good at
picks
that.
it up by the handles and is like,
You wanna?
You
wanna
need
help
help
with
with
that?
Help
Are
with
you-
that? I got it.
yeah, okay, sure, and just like
I'll just
drops
take
it.
I'll just pick it up and carry it
It's
up
heavy.
there.
It's pretty
Only
heavy.
thing I'm wondering is how would rage work with concentration? So if I cast something and then
You lose it immediately.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm,
So that's something to consider. You guys are definitely now realizing after hearing her talk about some of these items, none of these are standard items. Any of them. They all do strange things. She is going to go back behind the counter and pull out some, like a whole rack of vials. She goes, I have potions. If you guys want some different stuff. She starts, you hear her like dig around underneath the counter. Oh, no, wait, where is that thing? Pulls out a couple of other small objects. She goes, we actually just got these in. I haven't had a chance to put them out yet. One is it looks like doll furniture. It's a miniature wood version of a bunk bed. And sitting on it is the creepiest fucking doll you've ever seen in your life. Just they're two separate items. They don't work together. This is just kind of how they... Marvin's just like, nope. It's really, really, really creepy. It's like
I'd
gross
walk
and
away.
dirty. Its hair is matted. It has weird black eyes. Yeah.
Volkar just leans over that doll and is like, hi.
She's like, oh, now if it had talked, that would have been funny. But nah, it actually just if you ever get to the point where you're about on death's door, it will take the last hit for you. It takes your third failed death save for you.
No, that's useful.
So yeah, it basically just keeps you from the
useful.
edge. It's not very expensive. It's 100 gold if you want it. It's just creepy.
The doll. Oh,
It's not really that cute.
You know what? I think I'd take a healing potion and just avoid being on the edge in the first place.
That's fair.
What
The
does the bed do?
bed. I gotta find it in my list. Oh my god.
it's a pop-up blanket for it.
She goes, not quite. I do have something kind of like that though.
Oh my god.
She goes, it actually expands, like if you throw it and say the magic word, you can pick what you want, it expands into a full-size bunk bed.
That's pretty much what I expected.
The last time I had something like this, someone used it to crush a bad guy. So you throw it as an action, say the magic word, and they used it to squash somebody because it weighs about 800 pounds, full size.
I like it.
why?
Can we get it?
What in the hell would we?
It's creative. I like it.
So there's that. If you're looking for something shelter-wise, I do have this, and she runs around the counter, goes to a table that has a bunch of different colored orbs on it, and comes back, and she says, so this... You guys watch as she holds it out. It's a really beautiful orb, about palm-sized, looks like jade, and it has gold filigree all around it. She said, this is a portable shelter, basically. So it leads you
This
into
is like
your
a-
dimension, pocket dimension.
It's like a Final Fantasy tent or cabin, basically.
She's like, she holds it out, and she goes, I'm going to tell you to do something really weird, and just do it. She goes, smell it. Trust me on this one, just smell it.
I smell it.
It smells like chocolate chip cookies.
Are you sure this is not edible?
Positive. But
Okay.
what is here When you walk in, there are always cookies baking.
Uh-oh. Hazel didn't hear that.
I have very good hearing.
Damn it!
She gets advantage on that check, yo. So, there's that. It's expensive. It's probably one of the most expensive things I have.
There goes all our gold.
You got 8,000 gold? Yep. For the low cost of 8,231 gold, it's yours.
We'll get back to you on that.
Okay, fair enough. Puts it aside.
When we get famous, we'll buy it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Professional, perhaps. Not famous. Professional.
Okay, sure. She says, bunk bed, haunted doll. Anybody.
Bunk bed?
Bunk bed, starting price is $643.
Oh my god.
Ah. I have 10 gold.
How much is the ring?
The ring is 1,021.
1,001.
1,021. 1,021 gold pieces. If you're looking for something a little more affordable, I do have this ring. And she goes over to the table full of jewelry and comes back. She goes, this will let you jump. It'll add plus 20 to your jump length. Downside is that once you put it on, you can only jump.
Oh god.
Can't walk, dash, you just jump over and over and over again. It's
But
a little broken.
You can take it off, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think.
Good enough.
Maybe. I don't know. This was one of my dad's failed experiments. I always say it failed because you should just be able to only jump when you want to jump, not compulsively jump all the time. I haven't put it on because I don't want to take the risk, so.
Right.
I mean, you can't stealth either, obviously, because you're just, jumping constantly. So.
That sounds like fun.
I had so much fun making this shit. Oh man, you guys can look around. So much. You guys are the only ones here.
How much was the shield again?
The shield. No one asked about the shield.
Yeah, because I really can't see any downsides to that shield.
No.
It is 3,412 gold pieces. Again, everything's negotiable within reason.
Yeah.
I'm a trader, so gotta make money. You
Do you wanna
guys
trade it?
let me see, who has the highest? Hold on a second.
Yeah, yes, what?
Oh, no, sorry, I'm kind of talking to myself. I have your guys' stuff now in a...
Uh-oh.
So I don't have to
no.
keep digging it out.
I mean, we do have that weird tree token that we've, never used.
The feather token.
Yeah.
Mhm.
True.
We have a scroll of... We have a bunch of scrolls now. I have a scroll of, Glyph of Warning scroll.
Oh, yeah.
An Owl's Wisdom scroll.
I got nothing.
Naraxis, as you're kind of looking around, you do spot over in the corner, all by itself, which is odd for this store because everything is crammed in here, a really gorgeous red and gold helmet that looks like it has a little bit of draconian influence in the design to it. The nose piece comes down really far. There's just cutouts for the eyes and for the front of the face. You do see a little bit of that home country design to it.
What's... what is that?
Oh.
What?
That's the only thing in the store not for sale, minus the furniture and that thing. I keep it here because it's dangerous.
I mean...
It's called the God Helmet.
Which god?
It just looks like a... I mean, I used to have one of those when... I mean, not one of those. I had a helmet that looks like... what?
It looks very similar in design. She's like, that's, I mean, you can go look at it. You're welcome to pick it up. Just, you gotta promise me you don't put it on. Don't put it on. I'm very serious. It will kill you.
Have we heard about this
Don't do
before,
it,
or any of
guys.
us?
Everybody
I
who
wanna
wants
die.
to figure it out, make a history check.
Yay!
Yeah.
20, not natural.
Why not?
Oh,
16,
I
20,
actually got a 16.
16.
Not too
okay.
bad.
Oh, geez, 3 16s. What is going on?
We're the
Whoa.
mighty 16.
No,
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
14. You guys rolled well. Yeah, Hazel, it doesn't ring quite so much of a bell. It sounds interesting. The rest of you, especially Elysia, yeah, there are artifacts like this that purport a certain kind of power. Whether they deliver on that or not is hard to say because you don't have any recollection of anyone wearing or using these types of items and coming out of it alive.
Huh.
So, it's clearly for a Dragonborn,
Well, I don't know
and
about
it
that.
kills you if you put it on.
So
I mean, look at the shape of it. It's not going to fit her head.
kind
and
of.
he
Yeah, I mean,
points at
there's some
Hazel.
draconian influence. I won't. I mean, and you guys, if you go over and look, there is a tag attached to this. There is some rust on the helmet. It's quite old. The tag reads, and actually, now as you're looking at it, Neuraxis, it's slightly large for a dragonborn head. It's a little big, especially right here. Like it's a little big right here.
Hmm.
And there's a tag on it that says, "The God Helmet can reveal the mysteries of the universe to you. Yes, you! Stare into the planes and discover everything you ever wanted to know." And Ellie's gonna stop you, and she's like, I mean, you can touch it, just, you know. The last guy that tried to put it on, it fried his brain, so.
Too much information.
Yeah, you have to really be able to deal with what it tells you. I don't
Why
really want to
doesn't
pick
he
up
try?
goo off the floor.
Yeah,
It'll
he'll,
kill you.
Like, he'll
It'll kill
pick
you.
it up to look at it, like, work out, like, well, if it's too big for a... But it's for, like, a snout and,
Kind of, yeah.
like, I don't think dragons
No
wear
idea.
hats, so
No
I'm
idea.
like...
I bought it in an estate sale years and years and years and a couple of centuries ago.
Who? What? Whose estate? Whose head is this big? And he's just looking at it like...
No idea. I just thought it was an artifact, and then I started messing with it and did a bunch of identify checks on it and realized that this thing will fuck your shit up.
Oh, you mean it's not just what you want to know, it teaches you
Everything.
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 Well,
You know,
I
it's
shouldn't
called
say
the God's
that
helmet. Might as well have been worn by God.
I don't
Thank
honestly
God.
know. I mean, who makes this thing and then writes that on a tag like it's some kind of joke, right? Like, haha, put it on, learn the secrets of the universe. Oh, whoops, you're dead. Like, that's an asshole.
It's a trap.
Sounds like God.
That's not nice.
There's the look a dragon has at its hoard. There's like this incredible temptation. Look,
Don't do it, Alexis.
It's gonna kill you. I wouldn't. And actually, if you put it on, the store security might kill you first, so...
why would you leave this out? And he just puts it back down.
Because I got nowhere else to put it, and quite honestly, like I said, the security system in the store will get to anybody before they put it on.
What kind of security system?
No,
Oh.
I'm not telling you that.
Oh,
Trade secret, sorry.
right.
Like, now he's just like circling it like a shark, just like looking at it. Like, I just, I don't.
Okay. Neuraxis, as you're doing that, you do see, out of the corner of your eye, a giant ballista fall out of the wall.
Holy shit.
That.
Well,
Just because I'm in a pocket dimension doesn't mean we don't get troublemakers in here every now and then. So,
I mean, yeah, but that's
I was expecting disintegration wands or something. I'm
Why
a bit
would you-
disappointed.
Don't give her ideas.
It would be much more efficient.
you
all
don't
I'm
know.
saying.
The ballista bolt is probably 6 feet long.
Holy hell.
That's fine.
So, usually that is enough to scare people.
Oh, the temptation is so strong.
I know, but you can't have it.
I'm gonna pick Naraxus up and carry him away from that helmet.
I'm you are probably strong enough. So I'm like 200 pounds, but I don't have I don't have my bag on or my arm or anything.
Make a
200
strength check. Just make it, because I want to see what happens.
Okay.
Just do it.
I mean, I could roll terribly again, but
He's just like wriggling. Like, what are you? This is
Oh,
most
shit.
ridiculous.
23. This is the strongest dwarf you've ever seen in your life. He just hefts Naraxus. He like loops one arm underneath your armpits and picks your leg up like bridal style, and it's like, huh.
What is?
all right, let's get away from the temptation.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, this is most undignified. Put me down.
Draxus, you're not the only one who's tempted. I'm just gonna say.
I put him down, but a good distance away.
Unless you read the Soul Eating book twice and nothing bad happened to her, and he just crosses his arms. Like,
The soul eating book.
Yeah, but she's really good at reading books.
well, I'm really good at wearing helmets.
Helmets.
No.
I wear the best helmets.
Mm,
Oh my gosh.
Proficiency in helmets.
There you go. There you go.
and he's just looking at Ulrin's head like, Like,
Amazing. She's like,
I'm not loud. That doesn't mean I can't put it on you. Wait, no, that's not-
and everyone dies. Yep, this is the sad end of the STDs. Came from a helmet.
Yeah.
I know I'm shopping.
Yeah, died on a shopping trip.
She's like, I've got the ring and I've got the shield. Anything else you guys are interested in? I'll let you guys roll one more investigation check. This place is crammed. You could spend years here and not uncover
How long has it been already?
that you've been there.
Yeah.
Probably an hour, hour and a half.
Oh god, no.
Oh god.
I'm obsessed.
10,
I'm just
1,
obsessed with the helmet.
11.
I mean, we've had a taste of what things cost in here, so I'm not gonna look around.
There you go. All
mean,
right,
that's
not great. Ulrin, you do spot a couple of cloaks on the wall that are nicely embroidered. And you do see on a table full of candles a single black candle on its own metal pillar.
Extra goth. Go.
I guess I'll check out
Very much.
the extra gothic hot topic candle.
It is, though. Yep. Okay.
Smells like a crypt. It's that kind
It's got crows on it or something.
of...
So she comes over and she says, "Oh, that's actually the best one I've made. It's fun. I call it the uncandle."
The uncandle.
The uncandle, because you can't light
That
it. You
means
can't light it. So you just go with me on this. However, if you pass a match over it, the shadow, if it crosses over the wick, the uncandle creates magical darkness.
Oh, I can do that.
Well, there you go. And then the wax of the candle, starts to disappear the longer you have the darkness up. And then if you blow on the wick or you pinch it, then the darkness goes away. So yeah, the uncandle. It's pretty popular, actually. For those of you who cannot make your own darkness, I guess.
Name is fitting.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with potions, I'm good with candles, and I'm good with jewelry. Everything else I try to acquire.
Yeah, speaking of potion, I think I'll just take a regular healing potion.
Oh yeah, I don't sell those here.
Oh, okay.
There's irregularly. No, that's.
I sell potions of Nymph Bane and Succubus Charm and Dead Ringer, but I don't sell regular healing potions.
Do you,
Alright.
Okay.
now, does Succubus Charm make you better at speaking, or does it? What?
Makes you irresistible to nearby people for 10 minutes.
Oh no, that's not what I'm looking for.
The other problem is that it also makes you pretty raging horny, so...
And he just he looks at everyone. He's like, no.
It basically turns you into the the
I just
protagonist of one of
suck at this
Hazel's
charm.
novels.
The candle pheromones, that's not.
And yeah, that's what it does. Pretty
Do
popular.
you-
Most people don't realize the side effect. So, yeah.
Do you have anything that makes people better at speaking? I have a difficult conversation I have to have.
Not right. Occasionally I have, I mean, like, just make you more silver-tongued type of a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I could brew that, but it's going to take me about 6 months.
Mm,
You could always put the
No.
deposit down and come back in 6 months and I'll have it.
yeah, this conversation is a little.
Like,
Nah.
soonish. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I've got, I've got
Speaking of which, is there any time distortion between here and Exandria?
Oh, you came from the material plane.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Let me look. And she reaches up to the mobile and pulls down a disc of like a light blue and flips it around in her hands.
Oh, I
you
see
might
what this
lose
is.
like 15 minutes or so, but nah.
Ah.
It won't be
Okay.
a major. Won't be a major. Now, if you were coming from there and she points to this disc of like red black, you'd lose years.
Huh.
Is that
Where is that disc?
That's the Nine Hells.
Ah, yeah, no.
like as
that
soon as she's?
Kind of,
Is the
kind of
Feywild?
lucky.
That I don't know because the Feywild. I don't
I'll
know.
be
Fucks
right
you
here.
up. Yeah, it just depends where you come from.
As soon as she says 9 hells, Narax is like pale. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's not. I don't recommend that one. It's not fun.
Not
Especially not
First
with
part
that
of it.
shield, right?
No. No. You know, he's really an idiot. He should have listened to me. And then he wanted a full refund?
Wow.
Brazen. I've got a potion of the Oracle. I've got a filter of courage. I've got an elixir of tracelessness.
What does a potion of the Oracle do?
Lets you cast the scry spell once after you drink it.
Yeah.
But it also exhausts you right after that. The courage one gives you immunity to fear for a minute. And the elixir of tracelessness makes you impossible to trace. You automatically make all your stealth checks for 1 minute.
If only 2 of us weren't noisy.
I think this one's my favorite one, and she pulls out this little metal vial and uncaps the lid, and you guys smell really awful, cheap perfume. Kind of waft off it. She goes, I swear it doesn't taste like that. It doesn't. It actually tastes spicy. But it makes you makes you immune to all magic, friendly and unfriendly for 30 seconds.
That's really good.
But you can't, but friendly spells won't affect you either.
Well, you just drink this up before you go fighting the evil necromancer thing, and fine.
How much
That's
is
gonna
that?
need friendly spells.
Well, I'm not gonna have you, normally on potions I have you make me an offer. There is a side effect to this, you lose 5 feet of movement for the duration.
Bah.
Okay.
But it's not a big deal.
Yeah, for what it does.
Yeah, I make a couple of these every year, so this is my last one.
So what are we talking?
Are you guys
Offer.
planning on fighting any evil necromancer any soon?
No,
We
that's.
already did that.
that's over. That's
No.
done.
Yeah.
Right. Huh.
Did it.
We hope.
Been there, done that.
Necromancer.
I mean-
don't know.
It's a potion, but it only works for 30 seconds. It has downsides.
That's like 5 rounds.
I don't think we've done enough like potion shopping for like him as a character to know.
You know what?
Like what the average price of potions be.
No.
Like
All I know is basic baseline healing potion is 50 gold
yeah.
by the book, so I have no idea what this is worth. Probably a lot considering the effect.
What's it worth to you? I mean, that's kind of what that boils down to in my mind.
That's very true.
Yeah. Well, if we're not planning on fighting any nasty spellcaster, it's worth nothing at the moment, but
He like
there's big
rummages around.
potential there.
He's like rummaging around in his pouch, like looking in it, like counting coins with his finger. It's like, I've got 100 gold.
Make a persuasion check.
Sure. Where is it there? 9. Yeah. I actually have a little bit more than 100, but that's my
Okay.
opening bit.
Says, you know, a lot of work goes into this. You're gonna have to offer me a little bit more than that. It's not bad, but
How about that 100 gold? And I sing the praises of this really amazing store. You know, there's a festival in a couple days back in where we come from.
no offense. I'm sure you're very good at what you do, but I prefer to not be well advertised.
Oh,
Because then
Okay,
it creates
that's
a
fair.
demand, and then I have a bunch of people clamoring to get in here. The last time that happened, they nearly broke my dimension because they tried a little too
okay,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
I appreciate
is
it, though.
sounds bad.
that's fair.
Yeah, it was not. Well, the problem is then I have to track them down, and I can't leave here. So I have to track them down. I have to hire people to do that, and it gets complicated because time here.
No, I get it. I get it.
So, sorry.
Like he like takes his boot off and like pulls out another pouch and like opens that. 125.
Oh god. Counting coppers and stuff.
Yeah, it's like
Nope,
going
that's a
through
rock.
change.
Never
Like,
mind. Yeah. Make another persuasion check, but it's disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yup.
Oh boy.
oh dear.
She doesn't want your
She's starting to wonder if you guys have.
smelly foot money.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not that
foot gold. That's
Foot gold.
don't pay with foot gold. There's your tip.
Oh,
Oh
god.
God. Lord.
No,
Oh,
I'll just-
wow, yeah, no.
It's like sorry. Nah.
he's
I-
looking
it's-
imploringly at Ulrin like,
I'll take another 50 gold out of the bag and hand it to Neuraxis.
Alright, is that better? I just,
That's what, 175?
175.
yeah, it's just like,
I can't tell if you guys are making this better or worse.
like,
I don't know.
Let's find out.
We don't know prices.
Okay. Yeah, this is true.
it's like a strangely manic, like,
All right. I tell you what. I'll take it, but you have to commission that potion you were talking about.
okay.
So we'll call
Do
it
that.
a potion of silver tongue.
Okay.
And it will let you, and she starts pulling out small vials of different components. And she's like, if I do that, I put the thornberry in there, let it simmer for 3 weeks, and take it off, simmer it again. Yeah, we'll call it the potion of silver tongue. Can't guarantee that it's going to taste good. It's probably going to make you stink.
Wait. He's gonna
Wait.
talk better, but he's gonna stink? That
I wonder
What?
if... Hold on a second. And she runs off into a back room behind a curtain. And you hear her,
I mean-
no, if I do that... Comes back out, nope, I can fix the stink. But
Oh,
you're probably gonna change color.
Ooh, pink
I-
dragonborn.
like as soon
Let's
as soon
do it.
he just whips around and looks at you like, no.
I mean, given your
It's like looking down his whole snout, like,
color,
absolutely
you'll
not.
probably go either silver or white. No
hey, that's not
telling
bad.
how long that'll last. I can
I'm sorry,
test
you-
it. Do you have like a piece of? Do you have like a scale you're not particularly attached to? We can like test it right now.
Well,
Tattoos. You get
I think all
tattoos.
his scales
I
are
can't-
pretty attached to his body.
cannot give her the one to like Eldritch Pact. That's a bad idea.
Oh,
Well, what if I
that's
just
right.
dip like the end of your tail into this, and she holds up this little jar of like silvery white powder?
He looks at everyone. Not a word, and just his tail just like snakes. Like, okay.
Okay, so okay.
It's a trap.
She puts the tiniest little bit on her finger and touches the end of your tail, and you guys do see this speck of about the head of an eraser, right? On the end of his tail go flash from white to silver to white, and then kind of settle into like a fresh snowfall kind of a color. Now I don't know how long it's gonna last. That's just the tiniest bit. You feel okay?
I mean, it's not a bad
Sure.
color.
Yeah, you don't seem to feel any ill effect. It was a very, very small piece.
Yeah, it's like it'll wear off eventually, right?
Should. Maybe.
Hey, if it doesn't, we can find you a vial of green ink and dip your tail in it.
Well, and if it doesn't, think about it this way. You'll be a green dragonborn under the guise of a white dragonborn. That could be interesting.
Sure, put me down for a.
Okay, it's 50 gold for a deposit. More foot money.
No, this is like inside the robe, like under.
Wait. So we got 175 for the other
Yep.
one, and then 50 deposit
On
for
this
the
one, she's
silver
gonna
tongue.
make. Yep.
You know, how much is this one gonna cost?
With the deposit,
Yeah.
probably another 200. But that's 6 months from now, so.
Yeah.
That's true. 50 GP deposit might change colour. That's okay.
Well, it's your money, Dragonborn.
Ulrin?
It might be Elrin's money
like-
too.
There's like a tiny pouch with like 5 in and empties that out, tucks it back in. I would need like another 30. Also, I owe Kima 100 and I don't feel like paying that late.
So I'll take another 30 out.
Very
So
smart. Okay. So you guys can swap that.
Goodbye, platinum and the gold.
I forgot you guys had that. Okay. So I will
we haven't
put
dipped in the platinum yet.
I will put this into chat.
Shit, we still have platinum. That's right.
Yup.
That's like 1,000 gold.
Platinum is 10 gold, gold is 10 silver.
That's
silver
like
is 10
1 million
copper.
gold. Shut up!
Oh god.
Don't tell the DM.
Although for some reason,
One platinum is
I know
5 gold,
anything.
unfortunately.
I have one Electrum piece, but I also have a note that says weird coin that I'm guessing is the Electrum piece. Does anyone remember where that came from?
I have no idea.
You guys
But
found
Electrum
that?
is 5 silver.
In the sand elemental.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that safe to spend, or is that gonna like?
Probably.
I mean,
not. We should
Electrum
probably
is
keep-
5 silver and Platinum is 5 gold.
I guess
They are the
the-
weird coins.
But we're in a different plane, so exchange rate and everything. I think it's like 1,000 gold now.
Yeah. It just puts
I'm
this,
just
like,
rounding
single-
down.
You're rounding
So-
down.
There's like a single weird looking coin, and he puts it back in the pouch and tucks it like back under his arm.
Okay. I'm trying to find my note on that.
Vial of Dead Ringer.
Yep.
TF2. You get everyone.
I'll just whisper to Naraxis, I could enhance your ability if you'd like. You get advantage on some of your speaking.
I might need that. I'm having a party of sorts. Kind of what I owe Kima for.
What kind of party?
It's for the Dragonborn that ended up here.
Cool.
You gonna serve cookies?
Uh,
You need to have cookies for a good party.
Yeah.
I wasn't eavesdropping or anything.
I mean,
I just have really good ears.
I hadn't
Right.
got that far. Why cookie?
And little cakes with honey and berries.
I mean, our diet is pretty heavy in meat, if I'm honest.
Oh.
How many Dragonborn are there?
I don't know.
Then you need to make lots of cookies to make sure everyone gets some.
Look. Do you want cookies? He's just like looking at like.
Like this entire time, Hazel's probably just been staring at the cookie sanctuary. At
And
the
there's
sphere
there-
thingy, and it's like,
There's at least
One day I'll
one,
get you.
right? Because there's one in the council, I think.
What is? I'm sorry.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn.
Oh, yeah.
Left
So there should be at least one.
If she's willing.
Probably
to
not
attend.
a whole lot more.
Let me see here. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to look for while you're here?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her for ask her if she has any rings or things that protect people's minds.
Okay. I mean, I got this that adds to your AC, but you can only wear it and not anything else. I've got Ring of Jump. We did that. Drunkard's Hat, fun, but not super useful. No, not right now.
All right, that's no
Not that
problem.
let me see. Let me see what just came in. No, sorry. Nothing like that. That sounds more like a standard magic item. I don't really deal in that.
So, do you smith the items here, or are you just an enchanter?
A little bit of both. Small things, jewelry, the occasional headpiece, like crown type of thing. Not large items. Those I acquire.
Well,
So more like a jeweler. And brewer of potions.
Of the strange
An
and
enchanter.
peculiar, yes.
Right.
and how much do you know about enchanting items?
Oh, quite a bit.
Would you be wanting some sort of maybe smithing lessons or help, and in exchange for some enchanting help?
Not really. I'm not looking to get into the forging kind of deal. I mean, now if you brought me something to enchant, I could do that for a price.
All right.
So again, most offers are open. The smithing thing is not really my speciality, but it's an interesting offer.
All right.
No one's ever actually offered me that before. Huh. Well, good on you. You offered me something I've never I've never had on the table before, and I've had some shit on this table, including literal shit. So.
I just back away from the table a little bit and take my hands off of it.
That was 100 years ago. Oh my god,
Great.
that was 100 years ago.
That's fine.
If you have ever seen enchanted pig shit, it's pretty amazing.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you dry it and then you
Art
use it in
stories.
potions.
What the hell's kind of potion would you shit?
All right.
All kinds. Don't learn until you experiment with it.
Right.
He like pops the cap and sniffs it.
Dude,
Smells like perfume.
Smells like
House
perfume,
smells
yeah.
in potion
It's
form.
like it's gonna taste interesting, but you know, that one tastes like dirt.
Wow.
What?
No, the one he just bought, the Dead Ringer, it tastes like dirt.
Yeah.
So it could be worse.
That's fair.
Well,
Could be much worse.
So you're not getting killed by spells, but it tastes like dirt. So you're eating dirt either way. That's nice.
Seems like a fair exchange.
Granted, the vial is only, it's rather small. So
Just shot it as fast as you
basically,
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
don't need a lot of it in order to get the effects.
Yep. Are we done? I get.
To you guys.
Are you in with your slumber party?
Well, I'm not buying anything. Don't really have the budget for that.
yeah.
So.
Oh, that's true. Maybe the guy's back with the ale.
Yay!
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Shit.
They might be looking for us.
Oh yeah. Wait, you said 15 minutes.
Cookies.
Yeah.
Wait, we're not going to arrive before we left, right?
That's not
Don't
how
know
it
what
works.
15 minutes is going to be, quite honestly. Hard to tell.
We've been in here for
Wait,
like an
what?
hour, so.
Do you mean which 15? What? Surely
Just
the
go
next-
back and
15
see.
minutes before you came in, or 15 minutes after.
Okay.
Oh no,
That's-
not weird timeline stuff. No. It's just gonna be either awkward or what the fuck awkward. So either way, it's
Right.
awkward. Up to you. I'm always here, and I don't sleep, so the store's always open for business.
I
Don't
guess we'll be
sleep.
back.
Nope, don't need to here.
Huh.
And you do hear from the box, "Come again to the tabernacle.
Oh.
Thanks for shopping."
Does he like?
Thank you,
Do you
sir.
sprinkle food in, and he's just like
Oh, he's
looking
not alive.
confused as he leaves?
No,
Like,
he's
I
suspended.
don't-
It's a, yeah,
It's magic. Shit.
it's magic. Yeah, it's not necromancy. I promise. It's just,
No.
it's just what he wanted.
like to Norexus, it's like a goldfish. There's a thing in a box, and you keep it alive. That's all the steps.
Pretty much.
So, like,
My Dragon Age fans should know where I got that idea from.
I do.
Yay!
I have only played Inquisition, so
yeah.
I don't have Inquisition.
I only have
It was in
Inquisition.
DA2.
It's
Yeah.
too.
Oh, indeed. Well, I don't remember that.
All right. Well, you guys, the portal's still there. Your doorway.
Yeah. Oh,
I take
yeah.
one last smell of the delicious stone thingy. Then I walk out. One down.
Yeah. I walk out.
Okay.
I just look in the store and then walk
Okay.
away.
Come back later. I've got this really weird thing. Actually, I've got lots of weird things. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Like he's like almost through the door before his eyes break with that weird helmet, and then he like one day.
You hear as you're walking out, "It'll fuck with your head and kill you."
Not if I don't wear it.
I'm gonna wake up with a helmet on, aren't I?
You won't wake up.
Well,
No,
who
no.
knows?
Put the helmet on, immediately drink the vial, and just see what happens.
You should actually drink the vial before putting the helmet on, so you can wear it for like 20
Does
seconds.
it only
or
take
something.
30 seconds to tell you the secrets of the universe, though? That's the gamble.
Yeah, can I get through enough of the initial
There you
melt
go.
to survive the end?
It's like a Dragon Dr. Fate helmet. This is cool.
It's interesting. So you guys go back through and you come into the dining area that you were in with two servants who are frantically like running around the table and looking at the doorway like, what are we going to do? I don't know where they went. Did they go through the doorway? And they see you guys all step out, and they're like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're here. Oh my god, you better go tell.
The
go
ale.
tell Allura. Go tell Allura. It's okay, it's okay.
Oh, my wine!
You...
I just walk up to one of them and I'll take you.
Oh, sorry, you cut out.
I walk up to one of them and I say, I'll take that ale thing.
It's on the table.
Oh.
We didn't know where you'd gone. It's been an hour.
I just went shopping.
Wait,
Oh. She said 15 minutes.
how long
been
were we
an
in?
hour.
We were in there for like an hour, so.
Oh, that's true.
You were in there for
yeah.
closer to 2.
Oh, well. Hey.
You maybe should have told someone before leaving. Sorry about that.
You guys do see from around the corner through the double doors, Allura come in and sees all of you and goes, the servants told me that you were... And the door at this point snaps closed. Please tell me you didn't let something out.
No.
Just
Just
No.
built this. Where did
We
that...
just went shopping.
Through a doorway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should not be surprised by anything anymore.
I'm sorry we sorry we didn't say anything
Wasn't
before our leaving.
Tabernacles, was it?
I start drinking.
Yeah,
I-
it was.
Yeah. well,
I haven't been there in 20 years.
Well, they're open for the next
They're
stand,
open
so...
now.
Yeah.
Really?
Grand opening.
Yeah.
Well, grand reopening.
Yep.
I think at this point. I haven't been there in so long. The next time you go, if you're in town, will you let me know? I would like to go through.
Sure. I just
Yeah.
figured you'd be busy with council
Oh, yeah.
stuff,
Yes,
arcana
but-
stuff.
I know, of course, it depends on the situation, but if I'm not, or even if I am slightly busy, I can always disappear for a few minutes. The last time
I look
through.
at Ulrich and I say, you know, while we're in town, you can just let her have it for a while, and when we leave, you can come back get it.
Yeah, and I just hold out the stone and I tell her if she wants to use it.
Oh, I tell you what, keep it on you. I know I'll see you at the festival, and if I want to borrow it, I would love to go through, but I also have spent a lot of my funds on rebuilding, so, and they charge
A lot.
odd prices there sometimes. And here I was hoping she'd gotten better over the years. I'll think about it for sure, but thank you.
Could you just do me a favor and please not buy the jade ball that smells like cookies, except you really need it? Because I kind of like want to get it.
Oh, does she still have that there?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it's a portable
buy
magnificent
it
mansion.
so nobody else buys it, and then we can buy it off you after.
Yeah, it's a portable version of the Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion. It's a great way to encapsulate that.
It smells like cookies.
Yeah, it's a log home.
It just took so much head shaking.
Just take another drink.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. More ale is brought in, more wine.
yeah.
Allura comes over to you, Neuraxis, and she says, Kima left this for you, and also mentioned that there was a white dragonborn here looking for you.
It's you from the future.
She said,
Hey, you can show the tip of your tail.
She
I mean-
from the future.
Did they give a name by any chance?
She said she knew you, Behar.
The barnacle birds?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay,
Oh, right.
that's fine. For
They're
a
in
minute, I
town.
thought one of my brothers or sisters had come here. That's fine.
Oh, shit!
Brothers or sisters?
I'm one of 9. It's just like,
Ah.
9.
9.
I have
Yes.
3 siblings.
one of my
have
brothers is a
none.
wizard. I thought he might have. Doesn't matter. I'm not even sure
Hey.
they're all still alive. No, not I. It's different where I'm from. It's just like
It's different.
he gets special treatment, and he was Mum's favorite, and just.
I love it. Oh my god. So you have a note. She hands you this note. It's like playing telephone with these notes, kind of, because Kima basically writes, Behar was here. She's found some Dragonborn. We'll stop by in the morning to talk to you.
Oh, are you going to see Kima soon?
Considering we sleep in the same bed, yes.
Well, I didn't know if she was busy.
She's here. I know. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
Ulrin, and I need the 100 and the bag.
Let's not make the paladin angry.
I'll
Not
take
that one.
I'll take 100 out of the
Okay.
bag and hand it to Naraxis.
Do you need a pouch, or if
She looks at you and
He, like,
looks at the
starts-
gold. She goes,
starts reaching into his shoe? Like, do you need a bag for
Oh,
that? Like,
foot gold.
Why is everything in your shoe?
Again with the shoes.
no, he keeps. It's just that one's empty now. So
She's
you've
looking
never
at
been
you with
robbed
this
on the
gold.
road. What are you?
Oh my god. And she goes, did she tell you it was 100 gold?
Yeah, I need to. There's a space and like, food and stuff.
Cookies!
Well, he's like,
I'm going
Not
to have
now
to
with the-
talk to her. She thinks that's funny. It was 50 gold,
Well, that is funny.
and she was going to use the other 50 to bet on you in the God's Brawl ring.
oh, you. We hadn't told.
Wait, what?
The
She
what?
overheard
The
you.
what?
So Hazel and I.
Wait. There's a brawl with bets allowed.
God's brawl?
We're gonna go pit fighting!
Can I participate in that and in the bar thing?
He just looks like super guilty. Like.
Yeah, there's a contest of champions in the God's Brawl ring, which you guys are familiar with. It's normally used for fighters of Cord and Bahamut to get in and have friendly battles with each other, but it is now open to the public for the festival for basically just duke 'em out pit fighting. Just like it's fists and weapons only, no magic.
I just wanted to blow off some steam and maybe make enough money for the party.
Well, you know, if more party members participate, that's more chances to get gold for the party. So,
No, not us. The other kind of party.
oh,
Dragon Ball party.
okay. Well, it's still more chances to me. I mean, I don't really need gold.
I've got to give a speech and I'm really nervous. And he just like immediately like hands her the gold.
You're gonna define our access.
Just
What if I write the speech for you and you just speak it out? Do your best.
You could do that. He's like looking.
Sure, I write songs. I can write speeches.
I need to convince them that we should go home.
Right.
Immediately?
Not. I mean, not now. I don't have any money, or I need political power. I mean, I need those kinds of people to owe me favors, and these kinds of people to bring material. It's no small task putting a city back in the sky.
Yeah. Or you could build it on the ground this time around.
But
Less work that way.
It's not the. It's not the way. He just like, shakes it. It's like the boss Nass proper like.
I'm sure whatever you say, as long as it comes from the heart, will be good enough to convince him.
Yeah, I think you might, maybe Walkashu could give you some tips, but I think you should be the one to decide on what to say in the end, because I think then it will feel more like right to those Dragonborn.
That's actually pretty.
Elora kind of hears all of this, and she says, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Draconia is not my land. There are some who would definitely relish in seeing it rise again, and not just those of your kind, including myself. I knew many people from Draconia, and they were among some of the best enchanters and sorcerers and fighters known to Exandria, that's for certain. But it will be difficult. I don't think you have any illusions otherwise, but it will be harder than you think.
It shouldn't sit there in that canyon.
Nothing that was destroyed by the dragons should sit in rubble, unforgotten, like it mattered nothing. There were lives that were lost.
Demon is being rebuilt, so why not Draconia? That's one thing you can talk about in that speech.
If anyone can do it, Araxis can.
Like something like, like look around you, this city has felt the dragon's wrath, it's being rebuilt, Draconia can rise again too, something like that, just in your own words.
Yeah, like right like that. It's like,
yeah,
it's not absorbing, but like.
Right there.
I mean, the example of what you want for your home is all around us. And this is a festival celebrating exactly that, so the occasion's perfect.
I mean, I wouldn't say exactly like this. He looks around. Like, there's some things we did differently.
Yeah, of course.
I think he's talking more of the feeling of hope and, like, rebuilding.
Just brainstorming here.
It's like nods. Yeah. That'll work. I hope. Maybe. Right?
Hang on to that hope and forget the maybe. That'll help.
I think I need another ale.
Or 3.
Alora says, that is not a problem. I, however, am going to wish you all a good night. Do come to the opening ceremonies the day after tomorrow, if you can make it. I think the statue unveiling will be pretty momentous. I do wish they were here, and at the same time, I think they deserve a break from everything, for certain. That's an understatement.
Hey. You know what? And he's given her the 50, and he gives her another 10. He's like, tell her it was kind of funny, and then he gives the 40 back to her.
I will do that, and also have a stern. She wasn't ever really going to keep it. She just thinks it's funny. I've warned her about the humor thing. That it
I don't get the joke.
Go well.
But...
No, I don't either. I don't try to speak for her. Oh, anyways, I tell you what, if you put this toward the supplies for your event, that should help you out, and yeah, I would do that. Put it to better use than to line my wife's pockets. She doesn't need it. She's fine. And says goodnight to all of you and leaves the room. I think that's where we're going to take a break.
Okay.
All right. So, let's pause that. All right, back from break,
Okay.
and everyone's got snacks. So you're gonna see all of us eating, I think, for the most part.
No, not me. I ate and I came
Right,
back.
there you go. That was fast.
I just finished my orange, so I'm good too.
I hope that like viewers are gonna be able to hear the music because otherwise they're just bouncing like this and they're gonna wonder
Should
why.
come through. Yeah, it should. It should capture it. It should capture everything that I can hear. So
Yeah, but like, is it loud enough?
yeah,
on
that
their
I have
side.
trouble with the volume adjustment sometimes. You turn it on,
Yeah,
it's like,
me
oh
too.
god, so loud. Why? And then other times you can't hear it at all.
I've had troubles too. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Yep, and then everyone's bouncing.
It's happy songs.
So
Yeah.
you guys can finish your dinner. Was there anything you wanted to do that evening before we go to the next day? The actual eve of the festival.
Did we listen completely to what Noraxis and Hazel did? That's my question.
Nobody said anything.
No?
No?
Tell
Well,
us
I did
more.
want to talk about our plans for after.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
We have so enough
But
food
it can
and
wait
deck
until
tops.
after.
You're not getting away. We are prepared for the slumber party.
Well, we saw Leora, and we met a blacksmith, and Leora has daggers now. That's a thing.
I went
And,
to work at a really
Wait.
nice
She
lady
has
and her shop.
daggers, like multiple ones.
Yeah, she has like 4.
Ooh.
We practiced throwing them together. It was great, but we almost hit that poor chicken at some point. But she got us. I mean, I actually wait. What would I have done with the eggs? I guess I would have like given them to like the cooks at Alora's tower or something, like the huge basket of eggs that they gave us.
I may have been
Well,
using
like-
them. That's what you've been eating for breakfast.
Yeah, that's why we only had like omelets for every morning.
Bacon and eggs, bacon and eggs, bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
So you can-
Yeah, and I went to work at a really nice lady's shop and made some money. And that's basically it.
yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Nothing?
Nope.
Inside check.
Do it! I was waiting on somebody to do it!
No. That's
Damn
it.
it.
8? 8.
Seem to be telling the truth.
Unless it's... Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I think they're showing through, so I'm not gonna detect toss or anything. Which I could. The little one is
Great.
threatening.
Good.
I could.
Elijah, would this face lie?
No, it wouldn't.
This one might.
Yeah. I trust Hazel.
Neuraxis is hard to read anyways, and he
Yeah.
has been pretty forthright with you guys. He didn't have to show you the infernal marks. Like, you remember some of these things. He didn't have to do any of that, but he's done it. So,
I trust him.
I mean, we'd
Just
been
for
together
fun.
for like 4 weeks before I was like, okay, maybe now. But
Yeah, I feel like a month. How long have we been together? That's the question.
Good question.
given your treks, another week. Yeah, you're probably looking at a month and a half to 2 months at this point, given travel time and a little bit of time haziness in the Feywild and everything else.
Yeah. I trust him.
Okay. Volkar, did you want to ask the group that now, or did you want to wait?
Ask what? About what we're gonna do later, you mean?
Yes.
I mean, might as well wait until after the festival.
Okay.
And I'd be like, what do we do now?
You can do that.
Yeah.
You do know that at some point, Elysia, that you will probably be, because Uric gave you the scroll, you will probably be messaged at some point if his timing he believes was correct. And Tirax also, of course, is always in contact with him. So, and you'll be seeing Tirax hopefully in the next day when he meets you at the opening ceremonies. At least that's his plan. That's what he said he was going to do. He had business, pansophical business, and, as he put it, personal business to handle while he was in Amon. Okay, are you guys gonna go to sleep and then carry on?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think Volkar's mind is more on the contest right now anyway.
Okay. Maybe you practice a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a dose of that anti-nightmare stuff and then go to sleep.
Okay.
I've only got 2, but I'll take one now.
Your brain goes blank. No, you're fine. You sleep soundly. Actually, it's one of the best nights of sleep you've had in some time, Neuraxis. Sleep, as the saying goes, like a baby. When you wake up, your hands and
Like
feet
a
are now
giant,
white.
scaly baby.
I didn't.
Wait,
Your hands
what?
and feet are white. Tip of your tail's okay, though.
Oh.
Maybe a few more side effects than she was planning on. Yeah, just this and your feet. It's not, doesn't seem to be
Wow.
spreading. Kind of watch it for a few seconds to see if it, creeps, but no. But powder
Wait,
white.
so it's also on the hand that's got like markings that start on it, so that looks real weird as well anyway.
Looks a little funky.
You're gonna need to wear gloves.
Well, I'll have to put my armor back, just van braces back on and like.
Yeah.
Have a nice breakfast of eggs and bacon and coffee and more eggs and bacon and Allura and Kima are already gone for the day. Kima has left you Neuraxis a pouch with 150 gold in it with a note that says sorry. It just says sorry. It's not even a full sentence.
Did I? I don't. He gives the 60 back to, like, he gives 60 to Ulrin, and then you watch him splitting the 90 up in like some
Oh god.
pouch, and some goes.
Of course, yeah. You guys have an entire
Alexis,
day.
you should not take off your boots at the breakfast.
Alright,
Etiquette.
like puts it back on, and there's just this pile of like really obvious pile of 10 coins that's just waiting for the
I
moment.
mean, it shouldn't be that bad. I mean, Dragonborns are like Blizzard. I don't think they sweat.
No, because scales, you can just let the heat out. Equally,
Yeah.
he washes with prestidigitation because he's super lazy. Like,
What happened to your feet, Alexis? Why are they white? It looks good.
It looks.
it's
Can I have?
suntan. Oh, look.
Can I have a look at it to
On
see
your
if like
feet?
it will spread or something?
Make a nature check.
Nature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's actually 20, not natural.
Okay. This is
Again.
a rare but not unheard of side effect of a concoction. It's powdered. It's a powdered root. You don't quite remember the name of it. Nature's not really your thing, but you do know that there are a couple of roots that kind of can have strange effects, discoloration, odd coloration, can change sometimes the color of your eyes depending on how much you've imbibed. It just...
I probably don't say anything. I just like know this and just like, okay.
Mostly, it fades for the most part.
Yeah.
For the most part.
It's gonna stay there forever.
Never any exacts, but yeah, it should fade. Timing wise, unsure. So you guys have a day. What do you want to do? You do know that festivities technically begin tomorrow, but it sounds like most people are probably amping up today. There are, you have heard while you've been wandering around Iman that, there's going to be this really great, bar that opens all their casks of rare ale you can buy, and there's going to be, this place that's got great meat, and this place is cooking huge meals, and so people are definitely in the party mood already.
Bar crawl.
Good
Bar crawl.
There you go.
Well, I
No.
do need to find someone to supply the party. So, I mean, if we go bar to bar and find a good one, good
Yeah, we
ale
need
from
to-
here, good food from
Yeah.
here, and I
And
can.
the bakery. Don't
I'm gonna
forget
perform
cookies.
at every single one of them too, of course.
There you go.
Sure.
Okay.
You know,
But are
I
the-
mean, people are amping it up, and so am I. I mean,
I like that.
when I'm done, I go like, "Don't forget to come see me at the what do you call it?
The Golden Phoenix.
The Golden Phoenix.
There you go.
If you like my songs, come encourage me at the Golden Phoenix. Yeah.
Death to Orbit Metal.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah. I don't sing all my crazy song. I sing some softer stuff as well, like
Yeah, ballads.
ballads and stuff.
The
Hell
Tale
yeah.
of Scan and the Brave and all.
No.
Yeah, you guys can
So-
head out when you're ready.
I
Before
do
we
have
head
the
out,
Ballad
I'm
of Grog, though.
Yes, Oren.
Before we head out, I'm gonna ask Neuraxis when the Dragonboard party is.
I don't remember. It was like midweek, but I don't remember if there was a particular day. It was just supposed to not interfere with like the big statue unveiling and stuff.
Alright.
There is a
Did
knock
you-
Statue.
at the front door that you guys distantly hear as you're talking in kind of the like front entertaining room of Allure's tower. And then after a couple of minutes, a servant sticks their head in and says, there's a Behar to see you, Neuraxis? Is that correct?
Yep, White Dragonborn, about yay big, and he always makes them shorter than
Yes.
himself. That's not
Well, I mean, she is technically about your height, but sure, yeah, okay. Big Scar, she's here.
What, are we all together?
Is this the
I guess,
talk?
At this point?
no, what? No. He's took away from his head.
Alright.
No.
No.
You can do it, Neuraxis.
What-
Is
no,
there
it's-
gonna be a talk?
Yes. That's gets up and just walks off. Like, I need to go and handle this. I can't trust you all to behave.
Alright, so
And I'm like, says hi for me.
Say hello from me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can split this for a second. Neuraxis, you go out into the hallway, and Behar is indeed standing there. Big scar across her face. Sees you and nods, motions. If you don't mind, we'll just step outside here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, she leads you out around the corner into an area that's not so well traveled. And she says, got wind. And this is what I was able to find. There's not a lot of us in the city. And even fewer those who... I don't know how to put this exactly. Many of the Dragonborn who are here, which is not a very big group, have largely given up. And if they haven't given up, they don't see the point. So you're combating hopelessness, you're combating apathy, you're combating a bunch of people who simply want to get on with their lives and start fresh again. And then there are these. And she hands you a list of about 25 Dragonborn. Who... I think you've got some curious ones. I think you've got some suspicious ones. I think you've got a few like me who are old soldiers. It's not much, but it's who I could find. I'll be there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me know if you need help getting supplies somewhere. I'm sure a few of them, some of us old soldiers would be willing to drag them out there.
Yeah, we're gonna go for a drink and some food today and find somewhere that'll provide, I guess. It's not like we're going to find any of the old specialities out here.
No, probably not. I can nose around for you too. I'm just outside the port, outside the docks. So just send word around to me, and I'll start. Whenever you're ready, I'll start gathering people and supplies and whatever else you need up. Make it work.
Sure. If there are some that are on the fence, just get them to come by the God's Brawl.
Huh. Okay. Okay, that's smart. That could work. There are a couple of soldiers who have kind of dumped themselves into a bottle, so I might be able to get them out. Yeah, all right. When are you going?
I need to check the board today, but I'm sure you'll be able to find me. I entered with Hazel.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check the rosters and see when you guys are up. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Yeah. This was smart. Thank you for doing this. Some of us aren't sure whether we can ever get home back in the sky, but I'd like to see it happen before I get, put on the pyre and sent back to the gods, so.
I'll take whatever I can get before I go to the flame.
I'll see you around.
He gives her the proper, fully stood up salute. Turns and walks away with the list. Going through the names, is there anyone I reckon? Or anyone
you
trained with or fought with?
You recognize a few you trained. You recognize one you was in a co-aligning regiment. Recognize a few, but there are definitely some that absolutely ring no bells.
Well, it's a start. He just folds it up, tucks it in, wanders back inside.
Okay. While that was happening, were you guys doing anything? They were gone about 10 minutes.
I just have a question in general.
Yeah.
You didn't say I'm for me.
Did I ever get an answer from Flux about meeting me at the festival?
You did.
Oh.
There is actually a stack of correspondence on a kind of a common room table for you guys. It's near the room you've been eating in. And there is a letter for you, Elysia, and there is also a letter addressed to you from Allura. Let me see if there's anything else that I needed to leave for you guys. There's a big list of stuff. Hazel, there's a letter for you.
For me?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I've got. And one of the servants will tell you that a messenger brought all these around early this morning before any of you were awake. So let's go down the line. Elysia, the letter from which one first?
Flux?
Or Fox would like to tell you that they will indeed meet you at the opening ceremony or nearby, wherever they can catch you at.
Yeah.
It'd probably be quite the crush of people.
Yeah,
And
I'm guessing.
And if not, they will come around the following morning, on the Tuesday morning, and see if you're available they're wanting to go try all of the food and drink that's available in Hamon. Basically, just absolutely stuff yourselves silly with festival food.
Yeah. If I have time, I'll definitely join them.
Okay. The one from
for Laura?
Mm-hmm. Okay. That one. Excuse me while I chew this.
Yeah.
I gotta find it.
Take your time.
It's way down. I have a humongous list. It's ridiculous. Okay. So, she would like to let you know that she did indeed get to view the finger bone in the vaults. In the archive notes, the keeper had a bit of history. It is no longer magical. Records show that it was viewed as dangerous when it was found, but does not appear to have any value or use anymore. And it had been years ago moved from a security-heavy area to the archives. It is still unidentified, even now, 4 decades later. The glass that it is contained in has absolutely no markings on it whatsoever. And the Lyceum mages have no idea where it's actually from. It was found buried in the sandy banks of a river being used to pan for small gems and gold by locals. And a cleric working on a new temple in the area tried their luck at panning on a break and came across this. They were intrigued and brought it back. And it was immediately identified as a reliquary, an antiquated but not unheard of practice as a way of storing a piece of a particularly strong cleric. Most of the temples don't do this anymore. She does note that there is rumor that the temples in Vasselheim still do, and that some of them may have decent-sized vaults full of reliquaries.
They're pretty old school.
Yeah.
And that it was taken to various temples, and no one ever claimed it or identified it. Identify has already been cast on it. There was no information.
Yeah. I'll probably show it to Ulrin and also tell him about what I heard.
Okay.
And what I think about the bone that we already found that is in the bag. So,
Is that like the same thing as that thing we found in the mansion? That reliquary with a Allhammer fingertip and stamp thingy?
It rang a bell for Elysia. It sounds similar.
I mean, I pulled that one out of the bag, the reliquary. The fingertip with the Allhammer stamp on the bottom of it.
I guess
When she says that, I pull that out and be like, "Are you talking about this?"
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Oh, you didn't give that away.
So salty.
Oh,
That's why your ends are turning white. It's all the salt.
Hey,
shut it down.
Oh,
you don't
Shut it
just
down.
take things from a dragon's hoard and give them away. That's not how that works.
That's true. That's true. Good
I
point.
tell you, you take none of my stuff. That's the deal with dragons.
the worst thing was that I was gonna say that next time we see Laura, we can show it to her, and she can tell us if that looks the same as the one that she looked at the vault.
Alright.
But it's up to you. Like, it's yours. You do what you want. This is just information I found about it.
Alright. I'll put it back in the bag.
It's your choice.
Elysia, the last thing that Allura notes at the bottom of this piece of parchment is that the ritual book that you gave her has been locked away in the vaults. And the vault keeper
Good.
has deemed it as a high security risk. So it is under lock and key and multiple rotating guards.
She just sighs of relief that thank God.
And
she
you read it
doesn't.
twice.
She does not. She does not tell Lyraxis this part.
No, that's a good idea.
Lyraxis will not know.
You gave away my book. She also, the very last thing she notes is that it will be studied by some herself and the archivist she trusts, but it is basically now one of the better kept secrets locked away in the Lyceum Vault until they can fully identify its use and where it might have come from.
It's a scary necromancy book. Alicia is very happy right now
Okay. Fair
that
enough.
people can't use it for their own purpose.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Hazel, the letter in your hand has no name on it. It is in a heavy hand on fine parchment. And it says, I will find you at the festival.
Oh, hey, I got one too now. See?
What, how come I don't get one? Like, all of
A
that.
visit.
What the hell?
Maybe
It
someone
only
took it.
matters. You get a visit in person.
Maybe someone took it and gave it to someone else.
You need to go on the street and look for a dude in a black clothes who'd run really fast around corners.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like really fast. Like don't wear armor. That shit sucks.
Or be
Why would you
really
even
tiny and
try
have
to
terrible
go after him?
Because he was an asshole.
Okay.
I love it.
That's weird. Mine didn't run away.
Mine ran, but stopped so I could catch up. Which was really nice, considering how short I am.
Mine was in a room, so I was like, nah, whatever.
What?
Also, it stopped, so I could have cast Mind Spike, but like I had to look down on the notes that was dropped. And then they disappeared. Yeah.
Don't worry, Norexus. I'm sure yours will appear soon too.
If you all think you're going without me,
So Naraxis, that Dragonborn party, are you guys putting like a group together or something?
what do you mean?
Like an organization to like rebuild?
I guess so.
Would you like a signet or an official ring that shows like symbol of status or symbol of inclusion in the group?
I hadn't really thought that far. It was more like, get your stuff together. We'll meet here in a year, I guess, and then hopefully by then, people like Allura would owe me favors. I don't know. I mean,
That sounds
short
like you
of
should
marching
do
down
some
into the
planning,
tunnels and
to be
killing the
honest.
clasp, I don't know how I'm going to get the kind of favors I need.
You should just
I mean,
be
I
nice
will.
and help people.
I mean, killing the clasp, if you think that'd work, but it seems like a lot of work.
What?
Why would you kill the clasp?
What do you mean, they're criminals? What do you...
Yeah?
what-
Well, at least they're organized.
They're
criminal.
organized criminals.
Organized criminal is
That's
better
not
than
better.
disorganized. Yes, it's better.
It's better.
It means it's controlled.
Yeah.
Do your races have no concept of honor? Valor, honesty, responsibility,
I don't
courage?
know. I don't hang around other halflings.
Well, that's kind of the point, isn't it? They have their own version of honors, and disorganized criminals all run amok around the place, and they have nothing to bind them together. That's the thing.
I didn't grow up with a lot of gnomes.
They
but
police their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe some
I mean,
other favors.
Eliminating
like-
them would be good for a while, but then there would be a power vacuum in the underworld, and that's bad.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Maybe like help people cross the streets or carry things for them or something like that.
What do you...
kind of help with the
I
The
did
whole
that, and I'm a really
dragon
nice
thing, too?
person.
Look, I just...
We're all
Cookies for
chaotic.
them.
Yeah, I am lawful neutral. That's all the steps. They are criminals, therefore they get punished. End of sentence. That's like... Unless it helps me, then there's some give room. But otherwise... It's a bad law, but I personally benefit. That's like...
All right, so tavern crawl.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I need to
Tavern
find
crawl.
the appropriate hors d'oeuvres and stuff for a dragonborn party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that just like raw meat?
And
It's not
cookies.
raw. We're not animals. God.
Yeah.
It's just
Meat
heavy.
cookies.
It's just heavier in meat than a human diet. In the same way yours is heavier in ale.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. It's true. You're
There-
not wrong.
Yeah, that's not even like.
He's not doing
It would be shade if he understood the concept of shade. Like, yeah, well, you
Praxis
drink a
cast
lot.
darkness.
Like
God.
like cocktail sausages wrapped in bacon.
Well,
I hate
like
that.
a whole side of goat, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah, that's true, I suppose.
Oh man, yeah. You guys can head out. You're from your travels. You know that either Abdar's Promenade or the Central District are probably your best bets for
Yeah.
a little muckraking, a little entertainment. You guys, most of you have made your way through those parts of the city, at least pieces of those parts of the city.
Pieces of the parts.
Yeah, pieces of the parts. You know, those are big areas. Hello, kitty. It's cute.
Yeah.
And so you guys, which way do you guys want to go? Do you want to go more northeast or southwest? Based on the map. So, Abdar's Promenade or the Central District?
To go to a lot of food places.
I mean,
Which has the most taverns?
Oh, and you know what, Narexis? You could have like a big banner that says like, I don't know, rebuild Draconia party or something like that. I know a great shop for that. If you want a shop where you can get pretty cloth and stuff like that.
No, although I do need to go and pick up. Kima was gonna find someone to have a thing built, and I don't know who, and I don't know where to pick it up. That might be a problem.
You should organize these things a bit better, Narexis.
I
I mean, I don't know anything about them, but most of the time you don't seem to know when or where things are. That might be important when you rebuild a city, you know.
Obviously, he's not going to be in charge of any kind of architecture. I
no.
hope.
Look, Draconia was a meritocracy. You did what you were good at. I was a soldier. One of my brothers was a wizard. One of them was a
Maybe a
blacksmith.
brother
You
can
do
help.
what you're good at. I'm not even sure he's still alive.
Oh, don't you want to know?
One thing at a time.
Fair point.
It's different where I'm from. There's your people, then your clan, then your family, and even then your family's not necessarily blood. It's a whole thing. Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm sure they're fine, or they're not fine, and then that's because they weren't good enough. Just
Wait,
But you
Fine.
should.
Alright, so which side do we go?
you guys know that Abdar's Promenade is full of shops and taverns and all kinds of things that you could want. Central District is certainly has a fair number of shops and taverns, but it's also home to a large population. So if you're just looking for that, Abdar's is probably your better bet.
Abdars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
outdoors.
And you guys can head out that way and start going from tavern to tavern, and you do find plenty of taverns along with food stands, along with shops with their doors wide open in the warmer air, because it looks like everyone started their partying about a day early, if not earlier. Some of them started their partying maybe early that morning, because there's a few people who were a little trashed. Kind of leaning against walls and having animated conversations in alleys as you walk by. Banners are fluttering in the wind, and there's already this feeling of party as you guys walk through.
Hey, party!
So, let's change that.
we're just following Volcar around while he plays things. Like,
If you guys want to do it that way, you most certainly can. But yeah, there's every manner of tavern and hole in the wall that you can stop into and make inquiries and perform and do all of these things. If you guys want to just start doing that, you're welcome to.
And buy things for the party.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'll buy things for the party. For the Dragonborn.
Okay.
Not decorate. It's not that kind of. So, half the time it's trying to explain to Hazel, like, it's not that. It's.
Maybe that's called a party then.
Decorating.
Well, I don't know what else to call it.
Call it a
Gathering?
meeting.
Meeting, gathering,
A meeting sounds a bit formal,
gathering?
Well, it's not a party, so it's formal.
but there's music and food and
Sounds like a
a
party.
bonfire and.
Camp then.
I mean, technically,
Yeah,
the appropriate
gathering, I
name
suppose.
would be a conclave, but I can't call it that, can I?
Might be a bit suspicious.
Maybe not right
They've-
now at this
they have
exact
ruined that
celebration.
forever. A group
Little
of
bit.
dragons, a group of dragonborn were called the same thing, and now we can't say it.
Right.
You guys stop outside this one tavern. It's called the Water Wheel. It has a big water wheel in the front of it that you actually is kind of over the door in a way that you have to time your movement to duck under it so that you don't get whapped by it. Not a place you would go when you're drunk, for sure. It's probably not. This is where the party gets started, not where it ends. So
That
you
makes
guys
sense.
can walk in. It already smells like cooked meat and different pastries, and you smell ale and wine, and you walk in, and it's quite already the scene. Lots of people at all the tables, a couple people at the bar, waiters and bar keeps running back and forth, delivering food and drink. You might have to shoulder a couple of people for a table, but you can probably find one.
Is
I
there
will
a...
volunteer to do the shouldering.
Do it. I'll do it.
Look over the crowd from above, and then
There's
just
probably already bards playing, right?
There is one. You recognize the song pretty quickly, and
Do I
they're
recognize
about-
the bard?
I do not recognize the bard. This
Okay.
is a
But I recognize the song.
You recognize the song, yes. It's a standard bar ditty. It's a male tiefling, dark blue skinned, big, kind of curled, almost goat looking horns. And he's playing pretty well. He's got the crowd's attention for certain. And
Well-
he's slowly getting into the end of the song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's finishing.
I'm gonna wait and see if he does another.
Okay. You guys can wait. Naraxis kind of shoulders his way over, maybe glares at a couple of people. And you guys have your own table. I mean, as far as bars go, you've been in worse. You've been in way worse. This is not a bad place to get the day started. Barkeep comes over, asks food, drink, anybody? Because no offense, but I gotta, we're busy, so...
Ale.
Well,
Okay?
Do you have, I don't know, like a meat platter? I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, I mean, I can put, basically just every manner of, because we get goat and beef and chicken and just, we can put it all on a big plate if that works.
You get,
Cookies
like,
for me, please.
when you say goat, wait, you
Well,
don't do
it's-
spiced mountain goat, right? You don't have.
So, it comes from a couple of different places. Some of them are the wild goats that run the mountains outside Craghammer. They're big.
That might work.
Okay. I mean, it's a big, people, dwarves ride these things.
Yeah. I want one.
That will work.
You guys are
It's
both
just like-
familiar with what they're talking about. They're these
Oh, yeah.
huge beasts of burden that the goat
want one.
riders, actually the knights,
Yeah.
the goat knights of Craghammer, ride into battle.
They sound awesome.
so cool.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like the kind of hog roast that dragon people will eat. Yep.
Yes. Okay. He's like, yeah, I mean, just you guys, or you got more coming, or
No, I'm pretty sure it's just us.
done? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We're not expecting anyone, right? He's like looking at everyone. Are we? I don't...
Not today.
okay. Yeah, not a problem. So ale all around. and platter of meat. Got it. Can do that. Yeah.
Do you? And he like whispers out. Do you have strawberry wine?
Can I make a listening check to see if I heard that?
Oh!
That's the thing. It's
and pastries.
Yeah, pastry's not a problem. We got all kinds of stuff with different fillings and frostings on it. Not an issue. Oh, okay.
I rolled a 17 to hear that.
but
Yeah, you heard that.
That's the thing. He's just trying to do
I don't
something
say
nice for
anything.
Hazel.
I don't
It's
say
like-
anything. I just start.
Like if you have a glass for rather than an ale, just
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
rolled a 20 on my wine check. So
There's where are these tables?
I like these dice rolls. Woo! I love these dice too, and it's strawberry colored. So there you go. And he's like, yeah, that's it's actually kind of popular around here. So yeah, we got plenty of it. Not a problem. Be back. Give me about 5. I'll be back. And he takes off. You guys, the bard finishes.
Mhm.
Hops off to the stage, holds his hat out for tips. Tips come in, bows. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll be over at the Golden Phoenix. Thank you very much.
Oh, he's done.
And a good
then.
day.
Oh,
Little bit of a showboatsman, little showman there.
right.
And
All right,
saunters
Volcar.
off.
Hold
Your
my
turn.
ale when it comes.
Hold my beer.
And I get on the stage.
I pat him on the back when he leaves, and I cast guidance on him.
Holy shit.
Perfect use.
Norax is just at the table getting. He's like Thunderbolt. He's getting it completely wrong. Turning it over. Like lightning mole. And they're like, that's not the stuff. He just keeps like.
The crowd goes kind of quiet for a little bit.
Alright, D4.
D4, yep, with guidance, yep. And then you hear chatter. The waiter has come, the barkeep has come back. He brings drinks back first. Sees you, you've gone up on the stage by now, Volcar?
Yeah.
Okay. Sees you and is like, well, that takes care of that problem. And runs back off again. And you now have the crowd's attention.
Okay. So I'm going to introduce myself first. So I don't know if any of you here has heard of me. I am called Thunderstorm Vole. Now, I know we're not quite in the festival yet, but we're getting there, right? And I'd like to sing a little ballad I wrote about, well, not gonna say my favorite Vox Machina member, but the one I feel closest to, on account of his big arms. This is the Ballad of Grog. Is there anyone from restaurant around here?
You hear a couple of, yeah, over here, yeah.
I point at them and said, this is for you people.
Yeah, man!
Oh dear.
And I start singing the Ballad of Grog,
Oh,
which is, of course, based on the Ballad of Jane from Firefly.
yes.
When we roll that perform,
Mm-hmm.
just to see how good I do.
Do it.
Performance.
Shit, son.
And that's a 22. And you know what? Actually gonna add another 3 because of my expertise.
And the
Oh,
D4.
that's right, yeah.
And the D4.
And the
So that's
D4.
26. And a D4.
Blow the roof.
Oh, look at that.
Woo!
29.
That's,
Jesus.
yeah. I think I'm doing good.
You have not only the crowd's attention, but you have them on their feet, stamping and clapping and punching the air, and they've caught on to the chorus and are singing with you the entire tavern.
Yes.
Your guys' barkeep has stopped mid-platter delivery and is like right along with you and is slowly walking over to deliver the food but not paying attention. You guys see him almost trip and dump the whole platter onto the floor. And you have the crowd's rapt attention.
It's the hero of Western, not Iman, because this is a song about what happened in Western.
There you go.
And I'm gonna sing the chorus for you guys just so you have an idea. And it goes a little like this. He loved a good fight and he was very strong. Stood up to a dragon and gave him what for. A love for him now ain't hard to explain. The hero of Western, the man they call Grug.
Very nice, yeah.
And it goes about how he saw his old tribe messing with the people there, and he told them, "You can't do that to these people," right? Like in the Firefly song about Jane, and how we not only defeated Kevdak, but recruited the tribe to go after Umbrasil after that. And there's a line about how we planned it at dawn at some point too. So this, I made that song back when I was in the Facebook critter group. One of the people there posted like, "Hey, it would be cool if there was a hero of Western song like based on the hero of Kenton." And I was like, "Yeah, it would be cool. Wait, I'm gonna write it." Unfortunately, I lost it, so I had to rewrite it. But there you go.
That's awesome. You most definitely, Volcar, have everyone on their feet. Towards the end of the song, you start getting like people start throwing money at your feet. They're trying to not like chuck you. They're not trying to hit you in the head, but coins start to get thrown onto the stage. And at one point, like someone puts a big mug of ale down. Someone puts a big ladder of Patries down. Like there's just like heaps of things happening. Yeah, with freaking 29. Get out of here.
When I'm done with the song, I'm gonna say, of course, I'm going to also be at the Golden Phoenix. Thanks for the ale. I drink it in one go, and I say, "Barkeep, get someone to get all that gold and give it out to everyone."
Just buy a round with it.
There you go.
Jeez.
Noraxis! You should have Volca play at your party.
I'm building up my room already.
I don't know if he speaks Draconic.
Maybe you can teach him. Like have him like sing about Draconia or something.
I don't
That would
speak
be awesome.
I think he'll be busy helping me with the speech. Although judging by that, this should be a hell of a speech.
Yeah.
You have about 122 gold in tips
Holy shit.
at your feet because
How much does a round for all the whole crowd
a
cost?
gold a piece. There's about 50 people in here, so let's say 50 gold.
Okay,
Still
so
making out with some. Yep.
how much do I
So
have?
72
So,
Jesus Christ, okay.
and a lot of
I
food
mean,
and ale.
And a lot of food, right, of course.
A lot of food and ale. Somebody buys your table around, and you smell it, and it's not ale; it's mead, and
Oh,
it's a very particular kind of honey mead that's quite popular in Craghammer.
no,
It's supposed
I
to
probably
fortify
haven't
you.
tasted that in a long time.
It'll also get you super drunk real quick. So, like con save drunk.
oh,
People are slapping you on the back. They're coming up and, "You're amazing, you're amazing. When are you performing? You're amazing." Where's it? The tiefling who got off the stage before you performed comes up and is like, "Well, shit. I don't even know why I'm going to try to compete now. Clearly I'm not."
I clap him on the shoulder and I say, "Come on, you beat. I mean, even if you don't win, you gotta participate. That's what a festival is for.
That's very true.
Get your name out there, man."
That is very true. It's Volcar, right? Thunderstorm Vol. Is that what I heard.
Yeah, Thunderstorm Vol, that's my
Thunderstorm
stage name.
Vol.
Volcar Black Furnace, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Saba.
Shake
it's nice
hands.
to meet you. You are. With one song, my God, you are quite the performer. Well, congratulations.
Well, I was with the Barnacle Bards for a while, you know.
Get out, really.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. Every time they come to town, I see them. I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan of theirs.
I know they're in town now.
I heard that. You don't happen to know where they're going to be, because I haven't heard where they're going to be at yet.
I know they're probably gonna be on the Golden.
That's true.
Sure, I know where they're staying, but
Okay. I'll have to check. I'll have to swing by the boards and see if the roster's been put up yet. Hey, man, I really appreciate it. And he motions over to the barkeep. That was mine. Just give that to him. I gotta go, but yeah, it was nice to meet you.
alright, see you at the Golden Phoenix.
See you then. He wanders off.
I totally stole the crowd from him.
A little bit. And he did quite well. I mean, he got quite a few tips, but you just smoked it. It's been done smoked. Okay, so you guys, food is brought. That goat meat is chef's kiss, delicious. Anything you could ever want, right there. It's amazing.
I think that's immediate. Narex's I need to order and he pulls out his list and he's counting people and doing maths. Okay. And 4 of these for the evening after tomorrow, working it all out.
Okay.
He's actually planning after everyone told him off for being disorganized. Okay, fine.
I'm ashamed. Yeah, you can. I mean, if you inquire here. Yeah, you can talk to that same guy who's been delivering food and drink over to you guys. He's like, I can get you some of that, but we're not going to have, with the festival going on, we're not going to have that in quantity to send that out. However, the tavern next door, the Champion's Mast, has, you could probably get a little bit at a bunch of different places. Especially if you stay in Abdar's, and then if you want, it can all be delivered here, and then we could just... You can either have somebody pick it up, or we can deliver it. There'll be a delivery fee, but... It's not an unusual request right now.
Some volunteers to pick it up.
If you tell them to stay there, or to come here, then yeah.
Yeah.
It'll take us... When's your event?
It's the statue unveiling tomorrow, right? And then...
Yes.
I don't think anyone has that planned has anything planned for the day after that? Because I'm hoping that the pit fight is tomorrow. To, hype up some attention and then do it the next day.
Is it tomorrow?
Care.
Tomorrow is the big statue unveiling thing?
But that's in the early afternoon to kind of kick everything off. And that's when all of the official events begin. That's when the Bard contest begins after the statue unveiling. That's when the God's Brawl ring opens up. There are other contests and events that are happening throughout the city. That's when everything starts. Officially.
I think his statue, then a full night of "Are You Not Entertained?" gladiator style, and then the party the next day.
Oren, you son of a bitch. Are you questioning my talent?
I know, it's I was the only one that giggled at it, and I was like, damn it.
That's because we're all adults, Oren, that's why.
It's different for us.
I'm a fucking child, I'm sorry.
No. No. I have been sitting on that name for a long time and have wanted to use it, and I was like, yes, I'm using it right now.
I thought I was a child here.
Nope.
I have the humor of a child.
Apparently not.
No, it's the Champion's Mast. M-A-S-T. You're welcome. It's not called the Champion's Dick. Jesus Christ.
Is it a specific type of? Is it a specific type of tavern?
It's like a boat, right? It's
Yeah, like a mast on a
it's
ship.
full of semen.
Oh God! Oh my God! That's never going away.
Brimmed to the rafters.
So-
now I'm done.
He can get you enough to feed probably 5 people.
Yeah.
And he's same kind of thing. You're probably gonna have to go basically door to door to get enough.
no,
I mean,
more
we're doing a
taverns.
tavern
People are
crawl
willing
anyway.
to-
Yeah.
And this is where all of the innuendo begins. Okay, you're gonna have to go from tavern to tavern to get enough to fulfill the order.
Yeah.
But again, you can have it all delivered there if you, and then Behar and her compatriots can come and pick it up if that's easier for you.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. He's willing to. He takes your name, takes your payment. It'll be 15 gold for the food. They will also send out 2 casks of ale.
Ooh.
They're not
Okay.
big casks, but it's enough to
Yeah.
get you started at the very least.
Yeah.
Okay.
And desserts.
Oh, did you want? Oh, so you need pastries as well? Because
No, I-
Yeah.
It's okay.
She does.
I'm
Definitely
getting
do.
conflicting
She does.
messages here.
I.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
A few. Sure. It's okay.
Okay. Well, let's just put it this way: a couple of large sacks of pastries will be an additional 2 gold.
Sure.
We have those in abundance. That's not an issue.
Here you go. I paid it 2 gold for the pastries.
Well,
Yeah, the pastries are just for her, actually.
yeah, okay.
And they're gone.
They're for the
Forget fair food. I have these.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So if you want to go
But I will take a
from,
pastry to go, please.
I just like.
he looks at Interaxis and looks at you, Hazel, and he goes, "On the house. He's already. Yeah, not a worry. Take your pick." And you guys had a platter on the table, and it's every manner
Yeah.
of fruit and frosting that you could want. And yes, there are strawberry ones before you even ask. They are there.
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, yeah.
They're delicious.
Actual strawberries.
I just ate something.
Uh-oh.
They're delicious. And if you want to go door to door, we can kind of, just run down the line. It'll be. Let me roll that out. How many more taverns do you want to visit?
Dwarves, this is on you.
How many more?
We're
Can
not the
you
ones that'll
visit?
fail our constitution checks.
I mean, we all
That's
had
true.
at least 2 beers or 2 glasses of wine apiece, unless Hazel was not drinking as much.
I am resistant to poison. It will be fine.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Me too.
I am not.
All right, so let's do. Hold on. Okay, so Neuraxis, for everything you need, total including what you just bought, it's
Okay,
gonna
yeah.
be 85 gold total.
Oh, cool. I still have some left over.
There you go. And that's the ale, that's the food, that's them to put it in a wagon
Oh, cool.
for you. The horses or however you want to pull that is on you.
Delivery included.
And
just
then
the
you're,
wagon.
yeah, I think he's gonna have Behar come and pick that up.
That was the plan.
And then it'll be ready. When do you need it by? That Tuesday?
Yeah, the second day of the festival,
Second day. Okay. Afternoon, evening. Sorry. I know how it is when we're all eating.
Evening, I
Evening?
think.
Okay. It'll be ready by 5 p.m. that evening. And you can
Yeah, because it's
finish
going to be a
it.
bonfire. So I wouldn't want to do that during the day.
Yeah, you can
That
definitely
seems-
do that. Not a problem.
Right.
Volcar, if you wanted to perform at any of these other taverns, just make performance checks for me and tell me what you were singing.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep singing like my calmer song. Keep the really heavy stuff for the actual contest.
Okay. Don't wanna show your hand too quickly, right?
Yeah, exactly. Performance.
It took him about 5 taverns to get all that figured out, so...
Oops.
And you'll have guidance on every one of these.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dwarf bros for life. But
Performance. Oh, no, that's not too bad.
Okay.
An unnatural 20.
Okay.
But that's 23. And the D4. One's gonna be another 27.
Okay.
With another ballad type song.
Okay. We can use that one for the successive checks. That way you don't have to make a bunch of rolls. But based on... So the first place, or the next place, I should say, that you go to, the Champion's Mast, the crowd there is a little thinner. It's... You guys... All I see is Ulrin's grinning like a loon, and I start laughing. It's our camera's dangerous.
I'm sorry.
If we're at the Champion's Mask, maybe I like a more body song.
Okay. Yeah, that works pretty well with the crowd there.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's not as big of a crowd in here, but they're certainly paying attention. You get a couple of people asking again when you're going to be performing at the Bard contest that kicks off starting tomorrow. And you get about 40 golden tips from that place.
Oh.
Yeah. And then as you go down the line, the tips get thinner and thinner because you're starting to get into one of the further corners of the promenade where it's not as busy. Right. Most of the people are kind of...
I mean, the tips don't matter all that much to me. I mostly want to get my name out there.
There you go. Well, you have a couple people ask for your autograph.
Oh, sure.
So there's that. Yeah.
I gave autographs for...
There you go. Okay.
I was like common or dwarvish.
You do have
there
one younger human man come up to you with a sketch he did of you while you were performing, like fan art, basically. He's like, I like to draw all the performers.
I get to do fan art. That's so cool.
You cut quite the figure, and he's like really kind of embarrassed, and at the same time, just like I've always wanted to be a bard, but I was always so I always just had such bad stage fright, and you make it look so easy.
Look at that. Well, then. Can be an artist instead. Are you an artist?
I mean, yes. I'm gonna be doing some like caricatures and drawings of people out in the street starting tomorrow. But I come in here to practice, so I'll be...
That's it. You have to have a great start. I'd say. Yeah. I mean, are you offering this to me? Because I would buy it from you, man.
Oh, no, you can have it. It's really, I mean, it's very well done. He didn't color it or anything. It's charcoal sketch. But it's expertly shaded. It definitely looks like you.
Oh, yeah, I just clap him on the shoulder and say, please. This is so good. Thank you.
Oh, well, I mean, thanks. That was great. Thanks a lot. And he kind of walks off. You guys do these successive... is everyone drinking at every tavern? This is the all-important question.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Noting an alcohol as in sugar.
Okay.
I'm drinking, but not like excessively. Just like enjoying the beers, the different like ales and the different styles.
Yeah. It's a full-on beer.
Not getting shit-faced. I'm not getting trashed. I'm not trying to get trashed.
Okay.
No. I mean, I have to drink because, I'm using my voice a lot, so...
It's true.
A little, not... She's trying to not drink a lot at every place because she's like, no, but...
but yes, but no. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are definitely enjoying yourselves. You're a little, in that nice spot between drinks where it's just enough. And not so much that you're stumbling into walls.
That's
so
perfect.
definitely a little hazy, warm. The day has turned. It's gotten to be afternoon by this point. Definitely warmer, and you guys walk out of the last tavern and kind of make your way back into the central part of Abdar's Promenade. All of the shop doors are wide open, and you do start to see festival booths up, and some of them open with different goods for sale, food, basically food stalls, and also carnival games. that are available for you to play as well. So let's switch over to that. It looks like everyone said, "Oh, the party's going to get started now, or tomorrow," but it kind of started now as the evening is creeping closer and closer. People are definitely getting more and more drunk and enjoying themselves.
Fireworks.
So that you guys have a couple of things on your list. Volkar, your slot for the Bard competition at the Golden Phoenix is on Wednesday.
Okay.
In the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can show up at any time between 6 a.m. and 12 p.m. And if you don't show up, then obviously it's forfeit. But as long as you show up at that time, you're good.
I'm gonna want to show up around maybe 11.
Okay. When everyone's already had enough to drink. It is crowd favorite house rule type of thing. Closely watched by the owners, but it's all meant to be fun. So let me see what we've got going on.
I'm also gonna want to be there to, watch and encourage my barnacle buddies.
Yes. When you check the
I don't know which one of them are gonna participate, but yeah.
So most of them have submitted to play either individually or in duos. There is a group performance on Wednesday night. And it looks like Fiona and Stone are slated to perform on Tuesday night.
Cool.
So there's that. And then you guys also start to see stages being constructed, it looks like, for different events through the area. You see targets being constructed. It looks like some kind of maybe archery contest or something going on. And you do happen to overhear a couple of people talking very excitedly about something called the Evening of Insults.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. When is that?
That is actually going to be Monday night. Be starting at 10 p.m. And it is a theatrical performance with some paid players and some contestants trying to out-insult each other.
Nice.
Awesome.
So lots of insults.
My insult simulator skill are gonna come in handy.
I have 2 of them bookmarked for that one. So you guys are wandering. This is like Vegas or Nolans. This is full drink, full food. You can walk around. No one cares. You do see a heavy presence of the arms of Iman, the guards of the city, but they're mostly just there to make sure no one is a dick. And a few of them are also, eating and keeping their eyes on people and also enjoying themselves as well. Notably, no alcohol in hand, it doesn't look like, but which is good.
Yeah.
And then let me see if there was anything. So it starts creeping in tonight. What do you guys? Is there anything else you want to do before the festival begins?
I just need to try and catch Kima and find out where the mannequin thing is being made.
Yes. If you head back eventually tired, but, feeling like you've gotten something definitely accomplished at this point, securing what you needed for this event, Neuraxis, she is actually sitting by the fire in one of the common rooms on the first floor of the tower, reading a book and drinking out of a rather delicate-looking glass of wine. And she sees you come in, and she says, first of all, just close the door. Just close the door.
Okay.
All right. She waits until it's completely shut, and then she's like, sit down. There's these big wingback chairs. She looks tiny in it. It fits you just fine.
Okay.
She looks like a doll sitting in this thing, but a doll that would kick your ass. So she's sitting there and she puts her wine down. She says, okay, so don't say anything to anybody, but I'm sorry.
I didn't really understand the joke.
Now that I'm thinking about it, it was kind of a dick move, so can we just like cancel the whole thing out? Is that okay?
Sure. I have 5 of the gold left if you want it back.
No, God, no. It really wasn't meant to be a joke. I didn't go about it the right way. I'm still gonna bet on you guys in the God's Brawl ring because you both look like you've got a good chance. Your whole party is kind of, yeah. But you two look like you get to kick some serious ass and take some serious names. So I'm excited to see that happen. So yeah, I'm gonna bet anyways, and hopefully that drives the pot up enough that, you know, when you win it, you walk away with some decent money. Anyways, enough of that nonsense bullshit. Your item you requested, yeah, I found somebody nearby who can make it. It's ready to go when you are. Wasn't hard to do.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have it delivered out there. I'm not going to charge you for it. Mostly because, 1, that was kind of a dick move that I did. And 2, there's so much scrap wood lying around from all of the rebuilt buildings that it's not hard to go find a junk pile and just pull it out.
I mean, I've got some acquaintances that can pick it up.
Okay. It can be, it can be delivered. It's not that big of a deal. You're close enough that just trucking it through that part of town isn't going to be difficult.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Someone owes me a favor anyways, so don't worry about it.
Sure.
Anyways.
If Alora's busy, you're welcome to... We're having a nightcap. You're welcome to drink with us.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, Alora's locked away in the Lyceum, for the night. Yeah, sure, fuck it, why not?
Okay. And he's just like, just shrugs and gets up, like goes back to the door. He's like...
She picks up her glass of wine, and then the entire bottle that was sitting on the floor beside her that you didn't see, and hefts that and goes, This will get you stupid drunk, if that's what you're aiming for. This is like war song singing, bad joke, dancing drunk.
I'm gonna get hit a lot tomorrow.
You're not getting hit tonight, unless you want that to happen. There's a training room in the back.
You know what? Bring the bottle. And he just opens the door.
Let's do it. Doing this. Come on.
Nope. Nope. I am not getting in trouble for hexing. If I hex Alora's wife, I am definitely in trouble. I'm not.
You guys get into the kind of dining room you guys have been using over the last week, and it's comfortable. There's a fire going, and you guys can sit around and chat. Is there anything specific that you want to do other than potentially get shit-faced?
Can someone try and hit me so I can try these bracers, which I guess are doing by now?
I'll do it.
I'm actually not gonna get shit-faced.
Okay.
I mean, I was gonna...
I'll do it.
And he like... pulls out, like, you see the axe on his back, there's a bit of like, oh god, and then he pulls out this, like, quite fancy punch dagger. Like,
I was gonna say, could you punch me and not stab me, you just punch me.
I'll do it.
Well, I mean,
I can do that.
Kima, we've got a guess. Come on, let's give it to
I can poke you really hard. How's that?
Hit
I
it.
think that's gonna work. Yay. Okay, wait. So are you gonna just use the bracers, or are you casting shield?
I'm not casting a shield, I'm just using bracers.
Just the bracers.
I can't.
15.
Well, 15 with
Okay.
AC is 15 without.
So she comes out. She's not in her armor. She's in just common clothes. She squares up. You guys are about the same height. She's a smaller halfling, so you guys are on par with each other enough that she only has so much height on you. And she kind of squares up. She's like, "All right, I'm not gonna go for the face because I think that's rude. So
think
she's gonna
I'll
try to hit you in the shoulder."
I'll like elbow Ulrin, point at Kima, and put a single gold piece on the table, and just like,
Yes. right. Not natural, 20.
Oh, that's-
16
She
plus 4,
hits.
unarmed. Okay, so she hits. She does 2 points of damage as you feel this into your shoulder, and it hurts like a son of a bitch. But it doesn't hurt as much as you thought it would have.
I have had way worse, so that's not as bad.
Okay. Do you need me to, like, heal that? Sorry.
No, I think it's okay.
Okay.
I think I survive till tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna.
So,
It's not really hurt, but
I look at Alicia, I look at Olwyn, and you should have maybe made shoulder pads instead.
Yeah. Helps if you're actually hit on the bracers, but
I didn't think
were
of
you
that.
supposed to, like, have something going on there that kept you from getting hit?
I just picked the gold piece back up. Like,
To be quite honest, I've had a lot to drink today. I don't quite know what I'm
fair.
doing.
And she throws the wine back and pours another one and throws that back. She goes, so have I. Do you need me to hit you again?
Sure. But this time I'm casting shield.
Okay.
But I don't tell her.
Okay,
I
so
don't
20,
shield
right?
is,
it's a reaction, isn't it?
It's reaction, but it is.
Yeah.
I will say something and do something with my hands. She will notice, but like in
Yeah,
the,
she might notice.
yeah.
Make a
I'm gonna
sleight
try.
of hand check.
I mean, she's married to a wizard, so she might know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
But she's drunk, so...
Right.
Yeah.
sleight
so
of
she
hand
actually has
is
disadvantage.
11.
She rolled a 4 with disadvantage for being drunk. So she does not see you do this. Poof.
Wow.
One.
Look, it worked!
One. All right. So she
Hey, they work. That's like...
squares up again and is like, all right, and swings so hard that she whiffs around and hits the floor. Goes down to 1 minute. Okay.
I take out the hand and help her up. If I can.
Thank you. Oh, fuck me running. All right.
It worked. You're all learned.
It did work. It worked really good. That was really good. How did you do that?
Should we message someone? Like,
Same.
Nah.
How did you?
Oliver
Did you
made
do like a
some-
weird magic-y wizard poof thing?
No, I didn't. I didn't do anything magic.
No. You bracers, did they do a wizardy poof thing?
No, they're just helping.
They help
they,
you.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good.
They're armor.
That's good shit.
But not armor.
That's good shit. So are they like bracers of kablooey shield shit?
No.
Because I went
They're like
kablooey
magic
shield
armor, except they're just bracer, right?
They're
Okay.
bracers.
This was wizard shit.
Yeah.
They make her less punchable.
That's
That was the
squishy.
case.
Good to have. That's good to have. Because I don't think you could wear armor, like, right?
I can't wear armor. Armor is sad.
Because I got
Armor is
I got
heavy.
a set
I
of
can't-
armor that's like gnome sized.
I am.
It was my
too-
training armor when I was a kid.
I am very, very weak. I can't carry shit.
That's too bad. Okay, I'm
Yes.
gonna
I can barely carry myself.
end
I
interaction.
cannot
She
wear
turns
armor.
around and tries to clock you across the jaw.
What the...
She rolled an 18.
That just hits.
Holy shit.
I thought your AC was higher for some reason. Okay.
It's 7 scale.
17, okay.
Split mail is 17. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she does. She hits you right across the jaw. You feel it, and does 3 points of bludgeoning damage. She kind of had to jump to do it, so you see her like teeter and then jump and poof right across the jaw. Come on, come on, come on.
It was good.
Let's do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on,
Right.
Don't rises.
come on.
He looks around the table, like takes a big breath in, and you see like frills and stuff come, and then he just punches her.
Rolled hit. I feel like every D&D game has a drunken brawl.
Yeah.
Oh.
We should have had
Yeah.
one. We were due.
Mm-hmm.
I
Was
kind of
it
want to try
just-
and print.
Strength and proficiency.
She's unarmored, so her AC is not high.
Can I try and punch her afterwards?
Sure.
With my. Is it just strength?
Yep.
Minus 3 then. Afterwards.
I'm assuming you're proficient with your own hand. I don't.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
it's still an unarmed strike, so
Yeah.
If I'm proficient, then it's straight roll.
yeah.
22.
Jesus.
Wow.
You clock her, and it hits her just under the chin, and she goes flying backwards and lands on her ass and sits there for a second, and you've worried you've done some damage. And then she... you son of a bitch.
Wow.
Come on, let's do it. Let's go.
I rolled an 8. I don't think I pushed.
No. No, not
Oh.
quite.
Just
Is Naraxus the only one in armor right now?
I probably hit, but it doesn't hurt at all. It's just like bro fists.
Yeah, it's like a swallow. It doesn't really do anything. Yeah. It's just, she's like, hey, I'm fighting Naraxus. Dude, help me up and I'm gonna punch you again.
Okay, I'm gonna help. I help her up or next.
She punches you in the knee.
These are dirty.
17?
Wow.
You didn't have shield up that time. Right?
No, me?
Yeah.
17, yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. She does 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and you hear a crack in your knee, just a little bit. It hurts. You're gonna have a bruise
Ugh.
tomorrow. You're gonna have a bruise for sure.
Oh, it's gonna
She's
hurt.
like, here's a tip, little wizard gnome lady. If there's a fighter on the ground and they say, "Hey, help me up," don't do it. Just hit him in the head. That's less than number 4.
Naraxus like gets to his feet and like weaves over, and he's like, "Yeah, like this." He like offers one hand to lift, and then just hits her with the
There
other
you
hand.
go.
Lombar's just shaking his head, like,
There's
what is this?
some drunk fighting going on right now, yo. No, not quite. She moves just out of the way, and you actually go down to the floor and punch the stone tile. And you can just kind of, one of your scales is a little loose now on your hand, and it's like, ow, son of a bitch. But you do notice where you punched, your scales are now green.
Oh, you can scrape it off.
So like, dragon porn. I punches the floor. Okay, I'm going to bed now, kids. Bye. Bye, good night. Don't help me up. None of you motherfuckers touch me. Don't touch me.
You should do that.
You go to bed.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
technically an adult.
I'm a very adult. You go to bed. Go
Your
on.
jokes are dumb.
Little
Y'all go
kid,
to bed.
go. I'm going to bed, bye. And she kind of stumbles out the door, runs into the door jamb a little bit. It's like, who moved the door? This is stupid door. And you hear her very slowly start to climb the stairs.
She's a funny lady. I like her.
I love her.
Drunk people are so much fun to play. Oh my god. So it's getting very late at this point. In the evening. You guys can head to bed.
I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I should go to bed.
Before more shenanigans happen.
Gonna go to bed.
I have to fight other people tomorrow.
Yeah. For real.
I would like to go to bed, but I probably had so much sugar, I'm probably gonna run around.
You're like Jester run.
Yeah. I already run up the up and down the stairs a bit to try to calm down.
You guys can head to your respective rooms and try to sleep and do all of that. We are probably gonna have to stop, just because otherwise we're gonna be going for hours.
Right.
With everything planned. So we'll split the festival into 2 pieces. And when we pick up next time, what we will do is we'll start on that very next day, and you guys can get into some festival shenanigans.
Yay!
All right.